What what is good? All we are back with some more Street Fighter. I know you guys was here for the novice tournament. Now we have the open bracket where we got more of the killers back in. So I am happy. That was a good tournament last night. So I'm happy to bring you guys back again with some more Street Fighter. But before we get started, let's get that merch in right quick.
Physicality.
See, I got the FCC Boomer
The
merch
merch.
going on. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stream is sponsored by FCC Boomer's merch. It is the FCC's Boomer tournament. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and hop it in to the commentators. Tonight, we're going to have Pop Tart and Demi Shock. I think they call themselves, what, Demi Tart? I'm not sure. Hold on, let me switch this over.
Especially those over 30. Welcome
All
to
right,
the show.
Yep, my bad. So, we are good to go. Pop Tart and Demi Shock, go ahead and take it away.
We have gathered here today to celebrate the 6th weekend of FGC Boomers action. Hot off the heels from yesterday's Young Guns tournament, this afternoon we approach the Wild West of Street Fighter V. A significant portion of our top 8 from the previous tournament have vacated their thrones, and it's time for new blood to take swords from stones. I am Papturt, aka Paper T, aka that was supposed to be Light Cloud, and today I form half of Papshock, or the more cursed Demi Turt. I consider myself honored to get a chance to spit some truth with another mentor from the Street Fighter channel. His veins are icy, his takes are spicy, he'll offer advicey for just the right pricey. Demi Shock buddy, how are ya?
I'm good, man. How are you? Happy to be back here. Another Street Fighter Saturday.
Absolutely, man. Yesterday was a banger. That was so much fun.
Oh man, watching it, like I was surprised. The people that did really well were the ones that I fully expected to do well. My top three, I had Jam OG picked to win it. But he faced the two killers that we found in grand finals. Those were the people that pulled him out of the tournament. So it was a hell of a good showing, man. And I love the fact that we did it the way that we did because it was very competitive.
Yes, I agree. It was really high quality matches all the way throughout, and some really lovely new faces. Spooky making some EU representation, putting a dent in the face of NA players. That was beautiful work.
Shock tart. Man, that sounds like a snack.
That's cursed. That's cursed, Pawn. Put it
nah.
away. Bury it.
I'm a snack, man. Come on.
Well, I would never take that from you. I would never pretend to take that from you. Yeah, Demi Shock's profile pic I had not seen before. Wow. Even more eager to eat my lunch.
Pic? What the profile pic? You guys are rude.
No, man, look at the stream. Look at you and your taco. You're looking,
No,
you're looking
wait.
like
Get that, man. That's me. What's up?
that. You know what? It kind of makes sense. You have like a sort of like a sound like something's in your mouth all the time. Like mayhaps it was this exact problem.
Oh,
I mean,
is
not
that
problem.
where we're gonna
Blessing.
go with
Blessing.
it?
Wow, this stream is starting off hot. Woo! Speaking of starting off hot, I think our first match is it Z-Force player and Bobby Fresh?
Let's see. Is he on
I
deck
looked
first?
at
No.
the stream. I
Okay,
can see
yeah.
it. It's there. It's
Yeah.
there. It's there.
We've got Z-Force and Bobby Fresh right away. Not familiar with who Z-Force is off the top of my head.
I think Z-Force is a little bit newer to the Discord. I've definitely seen him popping off. I remember the first thing I talked about is he says, I'm going to come win the tournament. And today is the day, Z-Force. Let's do it. Did you see who he's playing? I know that Bobby Fresh rocks the Gill. Pawn vouches for Z-Force in the chat.
Ah, okay. Let's see.
Cody!
Hey, we're having a little bit of issues with getting some audio going in here on stream, KG.
Yeah, like I'm saying, that's a Discord issue right now. The stream has the audio itself, but the Discord did an update, and now it's not really matching with OBS right now. So I'm gonna work
Oh,
that out
all
as
right.
well.
So we have Gil and Cody. Okay, let's see how this one goes. I would personally hand it to a Cody player, but
Never doubt the Centurion. This man comes to head the Illuminati while wearing a helmet made in 741. That parry was slick. That parry was nice. Just like that ice, and we're in the corner.
But he finds the way out, man. A light confirm gets him out of the corner. You
Man, the
gotta be
speed of
careful.
play.
Yeah,
We're sprinting into this thing.
It really feels like, I mean, that was a long round, right? That was a 50-second long round, but it just felt so extremely quick. They're out for blood, the both of them.
Absolutely. We get into the skies. Throwing out some buttons, testing each other's pressure. Frankly, a lot of testing each other's pressure. During these strings, you see the little buttons come out here and there. Ooh, that parry.
Yes.
Bobby
What
Fresh, crisp on the parry.
I'm loving what I'm seeing here for Bobby Fresh in the corner pressure. He's not going all in, and he's just checking to see if his opponent's blocking and keeping him stuck in the corner. But we've got the activation now from the Cody. This is his moment to take this match back. He's just got to find a way to get in on a Gil. And he's got it.
Easier said than done. Easier said than done.
Ooh.
And that is game one to Gil and his long flowing hair.
Hey, I think a lot of us would have died to that, man. Like, I would not have expected for the Gil to go for the throw. I would have continued with the pressure, and just, if I was the Gil, I'd have just sat there and blocked. Like, that was ballsy. That was ballsy.
Gil players are ballsy, man. They said, I don't need crush counters. I'll bring my own. Don't even worry about that. Ooh, the
Good
V
check
skill
on that
1
there.
usage.
That is really interesting to see.
I was talking to Jimmy yesterday about how the sway is so powerful, but I mean, having a DP is never a bad thing.
Right. So, the sway is powerful, but I mean, it's like a parry, dude. You got to be able to be on point with it all the time. I think V skill 2 is good, but
Man, I don't want to interrupt your insights because you know I love them, but that combo was filthy. The retribution, the cross up, that had it all. Bobby Fresh, I believe, comes from a Guilty Gear background, and thus brings the zany craziness with him. That was a thing of beauty.
ooh, that was a pretty nasty little corner carry. Yeah, he's really exercised. Both of these players are doing such a great job in getting their opponent into the kill zone.
Absolutely. This has been a really literally back and forth match on the screen.
Getting his pokes in, finds him not being honest.
If you listen real carefully, you can hear Bobby Fresh saying, press a button, press a button, press a button. He's waiting.
He is, man. He's checking him a lot.
Which is extra ballsy because I've seen Cody's buttons. They're good.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, honestly, I think right now, Z-Force is maybe in his own head a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Get in there, get your light confirms in, and finish this man off. You can chip him out with critical art right now if you wanted. But
You could have, but unfortunately, too much
That
ice,
moment
not
is
enough
past.
nice. Well played by Bobby Fresh. Came here to take some names. And well played by Z-Force player.
That was a pretty quick 2-0. Now, as far as I know, this is the second Gil player that we have with Bobby Fresh. I believe Flores has recently picked up Gil.
Ooh, you know what? I talk with Flores all the time in a little Street Fighter channel. I don't think we've ever had the pleasure of playing.
Well, I know that Flores and 8-Bit are going to be facing each other a little later on, and that's a tell of some underrepresented characters right there. that's gonna be Ibuki and Gil.
I do like those weird characters, man. As you well know, I like the weird. I want the bottom 1% of characters.
Well, I think Fang is being represented a little too much lately.
And I thought we were friends. I don't know if Gearsy made the tournament today. We might have a Fangless tournament, which is sort of like a day without sunshine.
That is really interesting. This would be the first tournament without a Fang.
Now, who is the homie? We had somebody new who was playing some. He's a Fang PFP in the Discord. I feel like maybe he's lurking in the wings. We shall see.
Abramac.
No Gearsy, says Coward. There we go. Thank you, Abramac. Man, that's the perk of having KG lurking in the wings, just swooping in with the knowledge. I'm really praying, dude. I'm praying for a double KO. That was so funny yesterday.
Man, that's the second time that this has happened to us.
We're cursed. I have a
double
screenshot.
KO.
Same thing last night. I DKO'd with Jimmy, which counts as a win for me because he's higher rated than I am.
Sometimes I feel like when a double KO happens, there's just like something in KG's gut that just sinks, right? He's like, man, really?
It's. I feel like if you're trying to run a business, and people are like, "Hey, we made a side business and it failed." It is kind of hard to keep the main thing going. You know what we should talk about though? This match right here is a run back from yesterday.
Yes,
Jam
from
versus
yesterday.
Spooky. Here we go. Same costume, same stage.
I'm expecting Jam to have like tightened down a little bit, man. He's probably ready to see how this goes for him.
I would say spicy take. People in the chat, please give me your opinions. Correct me if you need to. I'm nominating Jam for most improved. This is a man who came here and has learned and learned and learned and learned. This dude is nuts.
Given the amount of time, yeah, I would say Jam and Pines have improved very much in a very short period of time.
Pines on the grinds, absolutely for sure. Also Spooky on the grinds. He grinded people into the dirt. What a play.
No, that's punishable. So what I really think that we should see here out of Akuma, yes, this right here, this is beautiful. Get in the swap corner positions though. There, keep them in there, pressure them, and just stick a button out there, man. Careful on that activation though.
Yeah, you gotta wait 100. The jump in perfectly timed from Jam.
Yes, it is, and he goes for the corner carry using the light Tatsu into heavy Tatsu. Air fireball, beautiful.
Punish!
Oh no! But he gets the round.
He gets it. I feel like Spooky. If Spooky and Bench set up some DP classes to teach people how to DP, I would sign up. Day one. Both of those people are gifted. Heart players, body players, a hybrid.
Oh, I love the shimmy right there, man.
Is the charged Luke Punch Plus? Is that like Super Plus?
No, it's not, as far as I remember.
That's why I asked the questions, man. Otherwise, I respect fake stuff.
Yeah, because everything about Fang is fake, right?
Wow! I'm just trying to commentate. Oop! Little punish, get the throw. Get the activate. We have enough for a demon, and here it comes! Let's go!
Oh, man. See, this is what I love about watching Jam play. Oh, no! The magic pixel!
You can't throw fireballs. Man. You can't throw fireballs against this man. He will eat you. You can't do it.
He's just got to be careful. Oh! He's got to be careful with it, though.
Oh, so, Jamothy.
With if he had using the ability to charge up his fireballs, if he had waited out. The problem with Luke is you can't wait out his trigger, right? Like, it's only going down on use. And then if he gets hits, it goes back up if he gets strikes. Big Akuma is a character that can actually challenge the fireball game, especially when charged up. Those red fireballs, man, they're many hits.
Yeah, super big hits, but at the same time, big old startup. And if Spooky takes advantage of a little bit closer spacing, it gets real risky. I like I like the usage of air fireballs. Spooky's so good at those mid to long range jump in anti-airs, and the fireballs really make him stay honest with that.
This is it. Air fireball gets in close, gets his pressure going. Got to be really careful about these jumps, though, man. We have seen Spooky he's always expecting it, man.
He is from conveniently, courtesy of the grid, from about 2.5 to 3.5 squares away, man. He does not whiff those. He does not. I'm reading EXDP coming out. I'm smelling it. I smell it right now. I was wrong.
Goes for the medium, crouching medium. I would say that Jam's in a bit of a tight spot right now, and this is a difficult matchup for sure.
If you play against Luke and you don't think you have a difficult matchup, you are new or a liar.
Well, that's the thing. It's a misconception, man. At the high level of play, it's just that Luke doesn't have a lot of losing matchups.
Yes, yes.
At the low end of play, though, if we're talking, sub-plat, Luke feels really strong because of this right here. Like, look at this. He's got forward movement on everything. Why even worry about your mobility? And that's it. That closes it out. We know that Spooky, even if he had to take more life than that, he's got his combos down. Very rare to see him drop, even as a silver player.
Oh, Spooky's good, man, and he's a silver player in the same way that I am not wearing my work clothes. Give it time. Give it time. They'll be right back on. He'll be right back in gold. Not back in gold, up to gold.
I absolutely think that we're going to see Spooky up in gold.
Spooky fanboys in the chat. Spooky's the GOAT, I hear from District 4. And hard to argue after his performance yesterday and today.
Now, if I remember right, Spooky is one of the... wasn't he the only representative that we had for the UK yesterday?
I think Floris came by to say hello.
Ah, okay.
But was maybe deprived of an on-stream game. Okay, let's see who we've got coming up. Did I say UK, Flores? Did I say UK, Flores? My bad. My bad, man. See, here's the problem. When you're an American, all of Europe is the UK because we don't actually keep track of anybody else. Also, football is the thing with the hand egg. We're pretty opinionated over here. And we measure stuff in feet. It's all very important. I refuse to change any of my opinions at any point ever. Corbin gets it exactly right. There's us and there's them. It's
everything else is over there.
Mm-hmm. Typical NA. That's yeah. It just is. But I do apologize.
No. You know what? You don't have to apologize to them. You want to know why?
Why?
Because they have the stronger region in Street Fighter.
Oh! Ooh! As promised in my intro, with the spiciest of takes.
Hey, it's not a spicy take, man. Numbers don't lie. Europe is simply a stronger region in Street Fighter.
Primetime Andy, a.k.a. Primothy Timothy, says not to lump the Canadians in there. We all know the Canadians are sweethearts.
Johnny Merps, we'll take the apology and the better region. Thank you.
Johnny Merps? I don't know who that is. You mean Johnny Twerks, the American?
Oh, yeah, Twerks. Keep messing that name up.
Yeah, I feel like Rise steps into both ponds. I think Rise has a Swedish background, but also is a native of the States. Flores, you got him. Let me tell you the secret. Be really good for a long period of time. That's all you got to do.
Ooh, I just saw that Rise is in here today.
He is. He came here to throw weird projectiles and have an overpowered V-trigger.
The lab monster himself, man. All right. And I'm assuming that's who we've got on deck right now. Yeah, we got Rise Mix and Nirvana Flames. Best of luck to you, Nirvana Flames.
I watched TL last night. He was playing some Ed. Played quite well.
Oh, TL, yeah, he was playing Ed, wasn't he?
Tracksuit Ed. And Corpse Oro.
Corpse Oro. Looking at the bracket right now, this is kind of the man that I've got pinned to take this tournament tonight, but we've also seen the craziest of upsets.
That's true. That's true. There was a time Southpaw beat me. No one saw it coming.
And
Your
here we
laughter's
go.
unkind. Your laughter's unkind. As is Rise Mix. He says, hello, would you like to see every ability I brought to the fight? They're all here. 7
Yeah.
golden letters.
Man, I'm not about to go in on this one because hey, this is Rise, and if you want to talk about people getting gapped, this is an unfortunate spot for TL to be in the bracket, but don't give up yet, man.
Hey, that's the beauty of the Saturday tournament.
Make them sweat, and if not, you can always run this back as double elimination.
I saw Rise talking in Street Fighter earlier, saying that he might do some commentary next time. I would love that. Rise encyclopedic knowledge of this game is something to see. And also, if he's commentating, I'd have to play him.
That's absolutely. Although Rise might be the kind of guy who would do commentary and play at the same time. Although I think that enough people have found out at this point that you just really don't want to do that.
I mean, some of us got top 8 doing it, but move right along. Can we talk about the texture of Oro's shirt and how it is like liquid metal? It is uncomfortable. This costume is bad.
I feel like this skin is tactical for this stage. I mean, look at it.
Wow, good call. TL did not know what he was playing into by bringing the literal gray man to the stage. Sponsored by Netflix.
All right, here it comes, man. The corner pressure. This is gonna hurt. One more into stun. If he gets, with stun, he's gonna get him very close to death right here. He should have a magic pixel.
You know how close? I was gonna say literally on the door. Oh, it was a shame.
Throw to close it out.
TL had that beautiful snatcher earlier in that round, but just didn't quite capitalize on it. And against players of Rise's caliber, you cannot miss an opportunity.
I think
time Andy. Oro really just out here playing Strive. Yes, he did not get coded to the Street Fighter V. We stole him from a different game.
If I'm
Punish.
TL right now, good punish. Like, use a little bit more of that flicker to punish, man. Light into flicker. That'd be great. But be a little bit more patient. Rise is going to pressure you, but he will open himself up for punishment, man. You just got to let him do it.
Unfortunately, I feel like TL had a couple chances to guess, and the one time he didn't guess the throw is when he had to guess the throw. Very well played.
And we got Corbin, Rise's partner in crime, and they're saying his strategy begins and ends at being in the lab until 3 a.m. And I believe it, man. When was the last time that you watched Rise pop Tengu and drop something?
Yo, let me talk about Rise for a moment. I was playing one lobby one evening with Rise and Jimmy. And Jimmy did things that Jimmy does, and he beats Rise. And Rise, leaves and goes to the Batcave. He's like, I'm going to learn Rose. You won't see me again until I do. And has not emerged to a tournament until this day. So that pocket Rose is waiting out there.
And it's probably just going to stay in the pocket until Jimmy comes out.
We'll see. We'll see if someone... I mean, to be fair, I would run Oro if I could play Oro too. Oro is a sick character.
Yeah. Honestly, and that's kind of Rise's story, right? Is that he was losing a lot of interest in Street Fighter in general until Oro came out. Then he found his calling. Oro was it.
I'm looking forward to 6, and that I think it will appeal to those folks who want the really complex, nutty, I can do every little last drop of juice out of this combo, but also those of us who are saying, I'd like to just press some buttons. I think Street Fighter V walks a fine line, but 6 is going to optimize it. I believe, speaking of things I'm looking forward to, we've got got Leichhardt, Domaris, and Johnny Merps coming right up.
We've also got a little bit of downplay from Rise right here in the chat. It's not strategic. I just like the color. And my ass, dude.
Thuggery.
Thuggery,
Thuggery, shenanigans,
look at
lies.
that stage. Look at this stage. You can't even see Oro.
Rise rhymes with lies. Conspiracy. We have 44 witnesses watching the stream right now, Rise. You've been outed. How do you feel? That's true.
Holy shit.
That's true. You didn't win
Man.
the stage.
Every time we have a new one of these tournaments, it never surprises me until I take a moment to relax from the commentary and look at the number of viewers that we have on the stream. And as I say that, it drops down, right? Because they came here to hear you.
I am flattered and also grateful for what is the truth, unlike the things Rise says. I would really quickly, during this loading screen, point out, if you are not a member of the FGCB community and you're watching our lovely tournament today, hey, come be a member. Come be a member. We have great people for great games. Tonight, Guilty Gear, I believe 7 p.m. Eastern, going to run a pretty sweet tournament itself. Some of the players from there might be featured tonight. I think Nora, one of those players, is on the stream coming up.
And just for those of you who are maybe stopping by to check the stream out, there's a link right there in the chat. This is an excellent community to be a part of. Now, on deck, we have the man himself, Johnny Twerks, facing
Johnny
a new
Twerks.
face. I have yet to see this man. Who is this opponent?
Leichhardt Damaris is some young blood. He's been joining the server, popping off lately, signing into some of the battle lounges. One of our fine ed folks, rocking the school costumes. He's a classy fella.
Ooh, yeah, but we got Demon on deck, man.
You ever just leave school, go to a waterfall, and fight Satan, like Art Damaris does?
He's really got his work cut out for him, though, man.
Also, quick mention: if you are like Art Damaris and I'm saying your name wrong, be like, stop saying my name that way, and let me know how to do it. I did Scoom dirty the other day, calling him scum, and I still feel haunted by the memory. You know what? I also feel haunted by these buttons from Johnny Merps.
See, he's just slow. It's the intimidation factor. First of all, this right here is a tell between... Oh, wow, he catches him. Let me stop what I'm saying. This man's surviving. Not for long, though. You gotta be careful with going in on that Psycho Knuckle, man. You might be, like, -2 on it, so you think that you're safe, but if you keep mashing, Johnny's gonna call you out.
Johnny took the cape off. Prepare yourself. The little dirty fake 50-50 with the fireball and the teleport behind.
The intimidation factor of...
What's the punish?
There's a crush counter punish, too. That broken ass half screen throw range that Bison has, man.
No, man, I was playing some lobbies last night. I was playing Bison, and I was like, why am I playing Fong? This character is insane.
Absolutely. I mean, when has Bison ever been a bad character? He is the original Billy Badass of Street Fighter.
I'm sure in some instance, M. Bison, the Japanese name for Balrog, wasn't good in an offshoot game somewhere. That's the closest I can come up with, because the dictator himself has always brought those lovely buttons and those weird specials. Marvel 2, Primetime Andy, currently the commentator MVP. Somebody dethroned this man, coming through in the clutch yet again. Round start slide. Hello.
It's the Johnny special, man. Going for those raw slides. He's one of the few Bisons that's willing to just go out there and throw this unsafe move out, and he catches people all the time.
He does. He says, I don't need to cancel into V-Trigger. I'll cancel into your soul.
This right here, like I was about to state this earlier, this right here is kind of, lore-wise, it's the tell of the difference between whiskey and bourbon, right? Johnny is whiskey. And Ed, I'm sorry, man, but you're just the derivative. You're the bourbon.
Well, we're also talking, this is the old school versus the new school, because, spoiler alert, plug your ears if you haven't played the Street Fighter V story mode, Bison dies. and Ed is carrying his soul onward.
Oh, Bison dies?
R.I.P.
When has that ever
R.I.P. to the big
happened?
man. Yeah, he can't possibly come back. He's gone.
Bison is embarrassing guilt in terms of resurrection.
Wow. Wow.
Look at
They're
this
competing
corner pressure.
Yeah, that's the Bison special. He said, hello, I brought my favorite buttons. Would you like to see this one? And this one? And this one? Good jump out. Johnny says, you don't want to be in the corner? Fine. Come back to Nooch. I don't care.
Gets the EX stomp.
Shout out to TL for holding it down against what I would describe as a filthy smurf who should queue more rank. GG's. GG's both parties.
So, not necessarily an unexpected result, but very cool to see Johnny back in here, bringing it to us again. We just don't have enough Bison up in this tournament.
What a cursed sentence. What a cursed and false sentence. Always glad to see Johnny. Big fan of the band. But Bison, I don't need those plus frames. I don't need them.
I guarantee you, man, if we could ever get Gianels, the man himself, the one that started all of this for us, if we could ever bring that man over into Street Fighter, that's who he's going to play. He's going to be a Bison player.
Believe that is canonically correct, or Akuma. I know there's some dark energy around our beloved Geo. You know what?
Hey,
Also,
man.
I believe. I think Gio Nels and I will be sharing a character in Street Fighter 6. I won't even say the spoiler this time, but there's a certain tall, dark, beautiful, poisonous thing happening potentially that I will look forward to eagerly.
Well, Johnny, I'm not very well known for my wisdom.
If this tourney was held on Tuesday, Bison gets automatic buffs, says Jay. Too true. Let me check.
Probably the worst and simultaneously the best fighting game movie that you're ever gonna watch.
Was it Tractor Doctor who dropped the knowledge / curse of awareness regarding Samurai Cop on me? Quick shout outs to Samurai Cop, sponsor of this tournament. Worst movie I've ever seen. We have Nora coming against our very own Ronan. Nora, of course, a famous Street Fighter player with no involvement in any other fighting games.
So this is what I'm interested in seeing, right? I have heard just by hanging out that Nora is a very, very strong Ken player.
Nora came in one night and said, hey, I want to play Street Fighter. I said, cool, let's play Street Fighter. And they locked in as Karen and beat me senseless.
Oh, as Karen? I thought
Karen,
you said-
Oro, a couple others.
I thought you said Ken.
Starts with a K, ends with an N, basically the same. They're both blonde, you know how it goes. They're both rich, too. They are the same.
Both blonde, both rich, both play crazy. Rush down. And I'm going to stop right there before I get my ass in trouble.
Yes, Demi, shut up. Save us all. Don't do it. Carried in the classic all black. Ronan in what I would describe as the most player character linked outfit I've ever seen. I can't picture this player without this outfit.
This is looking solid. I'm thoroughly impressed by this.
Never sleep on Ronan. Never. This guy's fundies are phenomenal.
Never sleep on Ryu either. I mean, a lot of people are like, that's a basic bitch character, but come on, man. He gets that punish on the DP, though. You got to be careful about throwing that out raw.
Yeah, Binch and any other Karen players also know that if they get to land one button, they get to land 2 and 3 and probably start going, oh, and it's over.
Running my personal favorite setup for Ryu with the V-Trigger 2.
Jumps off the corner, very good play. And we're getting some scream. We're back in the nooch. Play it patient here, because if you throw fireball, that's gonna happen. No, he knew. He knew.
That was super impressive, man.
That was super impressive indeed, my friend. Super impressive indeed. It was very, very good. I think that's the thing that Ronan's got incorporated into the gameplay here, is if you're throwing fireballs and your opponent, who happens to be the delightful Nora has EX meter. Watch out. Maybe fake it. Maybe fake it here and there.
I'm loving the footsies.
There it is. Yes.
All right, he's got to be careful and wake up. No, you should have taken the throw, man. Attempts
Air
to
to
get
air.
out.
He says, nah, no, that corner is going to be your home for a little while.
Throws out a raw sweep, gets punished with a sweep of his own.
Watch the fireball. Watch the fight. He's going to get EX'd in on. Oh, nope.
Trigger on deck.
Good whiff punish from Nora. And
there's
solid
the
anti-air.
Yeah.
Ronan is playing this tight. Ronan is playing this real tight.
I mean, for a man that's sitting down in Super Bronze, I've got to say I'm fairly impressed. I mean,
I'm
maybe
real with
Nora
you.
just needs to wake up and warm up a little bit, but I love seeing people who are willing to pick up Ryu. Because everyone just downplays that character. Oh, he's not good. Oh, he's not capable of this and that. There's a whole Ryu nation out there right now.
The jacket's off. Let's go, Ronan. Also, speaking of rankings, Nora famously of floor 6 over in Guilty Gear, kind of hiding the fact that Nora is in fact a beast. Good damage in the corner. I like the block. We take throws. Oh, we die.
And this is where you don't want to be, man. Especially against a rushdown character like Karen. You can't allow yourself to get stuck in that corner. A little bit more footsies game, a little less fireball, and I think he's got a better chance. That's what got him so close in the first round.
I think a thing of players at Nora's caliber is the patience. It's tough to deal with. Because, as we all know, we came here to press buttons. We paid $60 not just to block. But in Street Fighter V specifically, at times it is worth waiting and playing patiently. Reactions can carry you very far. Nora looking for that little jump in.
Got a raw activation.
Right through the
No.
fireball. Nora's reflexes just Krispy Kreme.
So
And that'll
one of
do
the
her.
issues, one of the issues that I have to say there, man, is you gotta value whether you want to utilize that V trigger or if you want to save those options. One thing that probably would have been helpful to him is to save that V meter and use it defensively to get out of that corner.
Wise words from Demishock. I feel like V reversal is a thing you really start incorporating your game right around South Gold, North Silver. It really makes a difference against scary rushdown characters. Well played by both parties. Let me check who's up next. I just learned you can do this because our tournament is incredibly well organized by the man that met the Legend King Geo.
Got a lot of off-stream matches.
I was gonna
too.
say Dre and Bobby Fresh off stream. That's a heartbreaker not to get to watch that one. That'd be
It is.
high level Street Fighter. On
All
stream
right,
coming up, we got Bench and Ham.
That should be interesting.
I agree.
I think Bench is also another one of our players in here who has been very impressive.
Yo, I played a bunch of games with Bench last night. That man keeps improving. He is excellent. He's on the come up.
I would say, had yesterday's tournament been gold and below, Bench may have been one of the favorites.
Well, I was going to say to that point, I think we just said this is Bench versus Ham. Both of these guys are gold players who won't be gold players for long. They're both on the come up for 150% sure. Ham has really solid neutral, and Bench doesn't ever fail to convert.
We got Rise in the chat, dropping the knowledge, and this is 100% accurate, right? Ryu's issue is just the fact that, like most Shotos so far in Street Fighter V, or I say so far, we're not getting any changes beyond this. The problem is he's really stubby. They keep giving him more damage, and man, when he connects, if he's got his combos down, it's big damage.
So what I would bring to the table is a level of medical expertise. There's a disease called acrodiostosis, which is an extremely rare disorder characterized by abnormally short, malformed bones of the hands and feet, and it happened to Ryu. Street Fighter V, tiny arms, tiny feet, tiny legs.
Acrodiostosis.
I had
I
to
have
Google it, man. I've already forgot it.
no. I'm familiar with it actually. Just kind of being a medical geek myself. It's a genetic issue that happens. It is, I believe, a recessive genetic disease.
Wow, I went for an obscure reference and got schooled. Color me impressed. Well done, Jim. Well done, Tim.
No, I mean that's just me in general. I'm a nerd in every way, man.
Acrodiostosis is my CFN name. It's 6, by the way. Dibs.
Ham and bench.
Do you like Karine? Do you like Season 1 S tier characters? Then this matchup's next for you.
Huh. This should be a pretty competitive match.
Yeah,
I think
these two are well matched.
Ham has been doing a lot of work off stream over in a different Discord, and we're probably going to see a display of some strong Akuma here.
Taking a quick peek at the bracket while we watch this fantastic match. We got Dre and Nora and Met and Pawn. This top winner side here is going to be pretty nuts.
Solid use of the demon flip. He's really controlling his space very well. I love how he's using the air fireballs to get a good approach in. Now he's got Oki. And
I like that
he
V-trigger.
goes for
I like
the
that
grab.
V-trigger.
Super solid play there. He knows how he wants to approach with Akuma. And he's utilizing the pressure when he's got it.
Both of these players and their characters, very strong momentum. Once you get rolling, it's kind of hard to stop the freight train.
And Karen's throw is just absolutely ridiculous. The amount
Nicely
of space
spaced.
that it throws you back out.
Yes. That's the Ken tier of throws. Another commonality in the 1%. There's that bench DP. He's in our minds.
All right.
But Ham
Is he
says, I
gonna
got
take
one. I got one too.
Yeah, he goes for the meaty.
You know what I kind of wanted to see? Bench has been rocking V-Trigger 2 lately, which if you don't know for Karine, is a big ol' counter.
This match is it's hard for me to sit here and commentate it because I'm so drawn in by how competitive it is and back and forth at that.
That's what we love to see. Good anti-air.
Anti-air follows it up with the heavy palm.
We call it Arby's because we got the meaties.
Wake up,
Ham
DP.
says, nope, back you go. There it is. I'm telling you, Bench is psychic. I'm telling you, Bench is psychic.
He just knows when you're not ready for it.
No, man. I'll play Ken. I'll play South. I'll play whoever. I get the most nervous
this is
playing
it.
Bench.
That's the round. Closes it out with the critical art cancel.
But a great way to not be nervous playing Bench is to light his corpse on fire as per Ham's strategy. I'm going to take notes on that and come back with it. Well played. Good back and forth game.
Also have to say, I really appreciate somebody bringing out Akuma like Jam and not coming out with this nasty ass lion's mane Akuma. I really do not like the way that they made him look in Street Fighter V.
No accounting for taste, Demi. If you don't like the sunflower, you don't like the power. I don't know. I love people throw people back into neutral in the middle of the screen. Now let's play Street Fighter. I don't need Oki. I'll just fight you.
Ham utilizing the V reversal to try to get out.
Also, the perfect jump in from Karine to answer the
got
air
Oki
fireball.
Oh, he calls
reads!
it out.
He
Crush
knew.
counter. V
Ham
reversal says, "Get off of me."
Says download complete. I know when it's coming.
Ham's starting to mash a little bit though.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Bench taking it right back.
Jam says that's a me problem. Yeah.
Hardest degrees. Hardest of degrees, Jam. Man, that crouching heavy punch from Akuma, so powerful. Such range. There it is.
Excellent range and always a good crush counter. I'd want to see him utilize some more of this Oki, or at least chase his opponent down, because Bench has been in the habit of back rolling after he gets knocked down.
Hail the 2 rounds right there. And what may be set point for him. Here we go. Bench conceding a little space.
He's got to be careful with these fireballs, man. If you're going to use them up close. There you go. Keep
One of
him in the
Bench's, there it
corner.
is. One of Bench's tools he likes to use is a neutral jump, because if he gets that hit on you, like you're going on the whole Korean ride. Lot of butter here too. There goes a third of one of them sticks. Oh,
that
caught
was
the
an
XDP.
attempt. Yeah. Caught him during the startup.
I feel like Akuma, super good character to play against Karin. The air fireball, so powerful.
I feel like Akuma's a super good character to play into almost every matchup, honestly. He doesn't have very many weaknesses.
In a world where Kage
Since
has
it
now
was
been
standing
tuned
medium.
into being overpowered, I know that's his one weakness, but that was a fine round from him and a good game from Bench. I would like to see more sets. I would like to see more of those two going head to head. Bench begins the journey to climb through losers. Can he pull a spooky? We shall see. Let me check the
Ham
notes
took
on who's
out
coming up.
Pines, and then he took out Bench. Oh, interesting. In losers, we've got Pines and 8-Bit. Two of the people that I've been mentoring. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that.
I was gonna say to see your prodigies go forth and conquer.
Oh, it looks like it's already ended. Just now, as I say that, Pines posted he gets the 2-0 against 8-Bit.
Way to go, both players. I'm sure a good game. They both have been coming up rapidly. Now here we have Guile versus Bison, and I gotta say I'm cheering for the American hero, Johnny Merps.
It all depends, man, on where MetFan is sitting. I say this regularly. I just don't say it in front of MetFan. He is sometimes an emotionally driven player, but when this guy is cool and calm, he can take a match off of anyone in this Discord.
It's true. We've seen it. We've seen him take a whole round, not a whole round, a whole game off of Jimmy in winners in our previous tournament. His execution is phenomenal. His spacing is phenomenal.
And we've been seeing a lot of evolution in MetFan's play as well. I mean, he initially had a super aggressive, hyper aggressive rush down style of Guile, and now he's sort of mixing things up between being a wall and being rushed down, and it's throwing a lot of his opponents off. He had an excellent showing when he went down to ECT. I don't know if anyone else took the time to watch those matches, but it was a hell of a treat.
We got to talk, Demi, about these costumes, buddy. We got to
Costumes,
talk about
yeah.
these costumes.
That was the first thing I noticed.
This is literally a movie of super soldiers going to hell. And hell, of course, is a bunch of gray rectangles.
All right.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. Look at those fluffy legs. Kind of cuddly.
Van Damme against the devil himself. Goes for the bazooka knee, but missed space. Johnny calls it out. Really just sticking a little bit out there to try to test each other.
I don't know. Just a true joy to me is two charged characters in neutral just crouching, looking at each other. You do it. No, you do it. No, you do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're thinking. When you're both playing charge characters, you're sitting there waiting for the other person to make a move.
Now, what's interesting to me is that we are seeing a V-Skill 1, Trigger 1 combo from Johnny Merps. I kind of wondered if the teleport V-Skill might get a little more use against the guy who's going to throw so many fireballs.
Oh,
Drops it.
Really, it's a comfort pick for Johnny right now.
I don't know if you can eat a 2-hit fireball. with the V skill 1. Ooh, the EX to dodge the flash.
That was slick. Oh,
The
look at
cross up dash,
cross-up.
and that's the round.
Oh.
Whoa!
That was so good.
Very nice. Met says, did you think you could jump at me? That's actually not real. That's fake tech. No, can't do it. You can't do it.
What I want to see Met do right now is get up there and put Johnny closer to that corner. When Met does his best work is when he's finally got the pressure on. He always turns things up.
I completely agree. Oh, unfortunate. I think that V-trigger was going to be safe in the flash kick, but maybe just a quarter of a second late. Oh, wow.
Oh,
The Devil's
the
Reverse
delay.
is taking some serious value.
What has Johnny been doing lately? Has anyone seen this man? Because I haven't seen him in any casual lobbies.
I know where he's been. Not in ranked, Smurf. No, great play from both parties. I'm learning a lot about this matchup as I watch it. Some things that the Devil's Reverse is like really strong when it comes to fighting the flash kick.
Yep, don't count Metfan out just yet. That's one match, guys, and I assure you, Metfan is somebody that has comeback factor.
I would never count Metfan out. In our first to 10, I tried to do that. Then he won 3 games in a row.
Yeah, I mean, there was a big advantage in your part, and then he came back swinging hard.
This is a really tough one for me, as I love both of these guys. They're both great players.
Yes, great personalities, great players.
Ooh, the Sobat. Unfortunate
trying to
whiff on the
challenge-
throw.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, man. When you try to challenge a throw with Bison, if you're just a little short, you can just about bet he's not.
Wow, Johnny playing clean. You don't get to make a lot of mistakes against Med, and Johnny's just not making them. Also, this is the best Bison costume in the game.
Oh, hard agree.
Jimmy asking that EX legs punch. Using a little more V-Squill 1 here, saying, no, you got to block both. I like Met's mixing up of the different fireballs, too.
Johnny going in with the neutral jump. I think he was trying to avoid a flash kick.
Met knows his frame data here. You can catch scissors.
Oh, man. I really think that Met is starting to warm up to this matchup right now.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of use out of those low kicks. Ooh,
You
that
gotta
might
keep
get
in mind, he's got critical art on deck. If he wants to close this out, he can chip him right here.
bold V-shift in the corner.
That's it. It's over.
Bye. But he heard you.
Like I
Jay
said,
points
man,
out. Go ahead.
you can't count him out.
No.
He's
Oop,
ready.
the cloak's off. The cloak's off. Those high-waisted pants on Bison.
I love the costumes, man. EX legs. It does seem like very quickly Met has adapted himself to this matchup because this is not looking as convincing as it was before.
Do you hear it, Demi? If you listen really carefully, you can hear Guile's theme coming from somewhere in the distant hills. Louder and louder. The sweep into V-trigger.
But
We
he
keep it
goes
safe.
for the safety. Yeah. Unusual use of the Johnny sweep.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh! It doesn't matter which side you're on. Met holding on by the skin of his teeth. Well played. Comb that hair that doesn't exist, baby.
I love the hair in this costume too. Like, it's not the Guile hair, but he just looks slick, man.
At no point will anything ever beat combing the hat. Or when Ibuki takes down the face mask she's not wearing. Yo, Met
All right,
woke
we
up.
got some corner pressure here. This is where Met loves to turn it up, but he gets out.
Is he about to become a happy Met fan, which sort of feels like an oxymoron? Poor New Yorkers and their crappy sports teams. Blocks the Devil's Reverse.
It was a good option to just go ahead and hold block instead of going for the flash kick there.
Agreed. Met showing some real good patience this round.
And this is the Met fan that I think is most terrifying, is the Met fan that has the patience.
Yeah. You raised an excellent point earlier. I think Met really puts himself into these games. And when he's feeling himself, the dude's unkillable. Ooh, clever flash kick. Not much you can do about one that space so well. Good use of meter from Johnny. That might... Nope, that's -2. Those flames are not safe.
Oh,
I
wow.
thought double KO, dude. I thought double KO, dude.
I was expecting it, man.
What a game. Dash up throw, the fakest tech in the world. See me in person at a local. Try it again. Nice use of the X boom. Man, one thing about commentating is I've played a lot against both of these guys. Fighting their stuff is difficult. It's nice to be a spectator. Watch this.
Yes.
Good use of the opportunity to jump in there.
That was actually I wonder if that was intentional from Met fan to just like do a short hop back to avoid that.
I wouldn't doubt it. Good blocks. That can't cross up, by the way. The second hit of that does not cross up. Sharing the Johnny tech. DFN has its say. We're going to the corner. Good V-shift. Johnny has really tightened up the defense in the last 2 rounds.
He has.
The flash kick, the Ume flash kick. Nothing's free, my friend.
I think he's starting to really respect that Met could take this round.
Do you feel like a raw activate's going to come out from either of these guys?
Actually, I think that we'll have a raw activation come out of Met fan.
That's what I was thinking too. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, it's safe, it's safe, it's safe, it's safe.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
not from that range, it's not. GG's, but we will not say goodbye to Met fan yet. We will only see him later. He's headed on to losers. Johnny, what a play. Taking a very, very close game over an excellent player in Met fan.
Very impressive, very competitive. It was 2-1, and every time, it felt like it was very convincing from Johnny early on. And then Met fan brings out the Met fan factor with his comeback in the second match. And then just down to the wire. I mean, a touch from either one of those players would have been a kill in that round. I would not be surprised to see Met fan come out and run it back all the way through losers, honestly. I think that Met fan, he'll tighten things up a little bit. We'll probably see him at least get to loser semis.
Yeah, I have learned the hard way not to count Met fan out. Let's see who we got on deck. Let me pop over into the Discord. Looks like we have Pawn and Rise.
Pawn and Rise. All right. Well, I've been interested to see where Pawn is at lately as well.
I think this match will be a tale of a couple things. 1, does Rise get to execute all of his gimmicky nonsense? 2, does Pawn throw too much armored elbow that Rise learns when it's coming? Pawn, like every other good Laura in the world, once you're in the blender, it's literally rock, paper, scissors. You gotta guess. You just gotta guess. Pie. I just called you Pies because I've fused with you, DBZ style. Rise, I'm here to support and cheer you on. But Corbin told me not to, so screw you. You're a bad person. Yeah, you're probably not very good at cleaning or Tetris or something.
Well,
Smoked!
one thing that we can say we're not going to see in here is neutral. It just doesn't happen. Not with Pawn on deck. We're not going to see any neutral.
You know
And
how
Pawn
But-
really needs to be aggressive here. I've said this again recently in chat. If you're playing Laura, you need to skip the whole idea of being defensive for the most part. Know when you have to take your turn, but you need to be aggressive because Laura's defense is ass.
yes, Laura is a little bit scared when she has to actually play Street Fighter, but when she can play just Rumble in the Jungle, she's having a good time.
Oh, we've got a costume change here because
Rise.
Rise doesn't want to feel like
Yeah.
he's being called out.
No,
Let me
Rise is
pick something
going
nice and vibrant so people can't call me out.
Strawberry Kiwi Oro. The cross up blocked. Good play from Rise. Good anti-air from Steve Holt.
Again, you got to take it to him, man. If you let Rise put you in
Yo!
that corner,
Pawn's
there you
anti-airs
go.
are vile. Pawn is on
Yes.
fire with the anti-airs today.
He has done very, very well in
And
terms.
it's time-
Oh no, it's Tengu
It's time to block. It's time to
Rise.
block.
This is Rise, guys. Oh
What's
no!
the mix? That might have been a misinput. Oh! I think Pawn's got to be real intentional with that overhead because it is mad punishable if it doesn't land. Tractor points out that Oro has been chilling with the elephant's foot in the dark heart of Russia.
There
EX
we
Lightning
go.
with the cross around. He says, I don't care about the cross up and down, baby.
Got to be careful. So close to stun. That's it. That's the round.
Pending a bit of spaghetti, which Rise rarely drops. Well played. Pawn actually played that very, very well, especially in the
The
first,
first
round.
round, yes, absolutely. Pawn was doing exactly what Pawn needed to do in the first round. He got corner. He was on the offense. Like, as long as you can stay like that with Laura and just try to make the reads. If you try to make the reads, you're gonna come out on top most of
Speaking
the time.
of reads, Rise tries to read that jump. I like the little check there.
These
Pawn's anti-airs, baby. Let's go.
Yes. Like, I feel like that is one of the more difficult anti-airs in the game to actually land, but Pawn makes it look easy.
He does.
Oh, the delay throws off the timing and he gets in.
I'm gonna tell you guys some tech. I'll tell you guys some tech right now. All of the players who are in Diamond, if you are close to stun, they are going to throw you. They're going to throw you because they're thirsty for it. I'm telling you right now, if you have to tech against them at some point, that's when you do it.
That's actually very good advice. You see that more often than not.
Bubblegum Oro doing some work.
Careful on those elbows, man, because Rise knows that he can take his turn at that point.
Rise is a very technically proficient player. Plays a very, very tight, very good on the frame data.
And there's the throw.
And that will do it. Good games to Pawn and Rise. Pawn is an absolute up-and-comer. I think him, Bench, and Jam, I'm excited to watch. I will watch their careers with great interest. And then fear, because they're going to catch me. Let's have a peek, shall we? And who's coming up next?
So we
Ooh,
got
Dre and Nora. Dre
Yeah.
and Nora. I'm hyped.
Now, the question always with Dre is, do we see old reliable Mika or do we see his poison come out? Does this
Well, I
man,
think-
he plays both.
I think there's a bit of a little bit of an OS here in that Nora plays a variety of characters and rolls with the Street Fighter lobbies occasionally, but less frequently, and it might be hard to get a beat on who you're going into.
Mhm.
And I also wonder about the MU here, right? Because if you've got a Oro and a Karine, those are the two that I would put at the tippy top of what I know about Nora. Do you want to run Mika against that, or do you want to run Poison? I think, just as a personal opinion, I think Dre's Mika's on another level, and I feel like he should run Mika. But that's just a hot take brought to you by Papdirt.
No, I think what Johnny said in chat is probably the most likely scenario. We're gonna see Poison, and if Nora puts him in a position where he feels like he's got a swap, then we will see the Mika come out. Now, fully respect the idea. Okay, you know what? Before we do that, guys, let's take a quick break. We gotta have a break. Nora has a quick thing to take care of, and I think our TO needs a moment as well.
And you know what you guys needed? To get a drink, go to the bathroom, take a second, shake it off. If you're a player, take a nice deep breath. Shout out to everybody who just played full games. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Physicality.
See, I got the FCC Boomers
The merge.
going on. Yep.
Yeah.
And if you listen carefully, you'll hear characters being invited, lobbies being rearranged, and we are creeping in. It's about time, my friends. Let's see who's up. We got 1 second. My dog was trying to find something under the carpet, which is interesting because there's nothing there. But what there is a match between Dre and Rise. This one's going to be good.
Oh, are we not having Dre and Nora?
I'm a fool and cannot read. That is, in fact, not Rise. That's why you have two commentators, because sometimes one of them can't see things. I saw an Oro, and I thought there's only one Oro in the world. It's Rise. But that's false. There's a couple. We got Robo Hobo, an excellent Oro as well. And I believe Corbin Palace has an Oro that he dropped hither and thither.
Okay, I am back as well.
A nubile Oro, says Corbin Palace, in a phrase that let's not ever say again. I don't want to think about that.
Nubile Oro.
You know, when Oro was born, he came out the womb looking like that too. Red eyes, 3 hairs on the head, wearing a sarong, straight out the womb. Nora opting for, well, look at both of these classy dames, rocking some fancy wear. Though I do suspect Dre's is actually a modern costume we can't see. I think this is the first fighting game where both players can bring a riding crop to the match.
Man, I would love to see a crossover for Street Fighter and KOF and just watch Poison and Whip go at it.
Stay tuned, because you might see Team Street Fighter in KOF. Speaking of which, make sure to watch our KOF tournament. But right now, watch this nooch. Dre knows to duck, blocking the follow or avoiding the follow-up. That's 0. Pressing
Jabs
buttons.
out. Dre's looking kind of comfortable right now.
Remember when I was like, Dre should play Mika? I was wrong. I was a fool. I was ignorant.
Solid defensive play. Keeping that corner pressure.
Oh!
Punishing the hell out of this DP.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Dre
Slap
says,
that woman.
Dre says, Nora, you are good at fighting. Come play more Street Fighter. Let me show you my techniques. Let me show you my Pokemon. The overhead, the EX, slightly out of range.
Goes for the V shift. I love that he is using more of his V meter defensively.
We're in the corner. Takes the throw.
Takes
We
another
take throws
throw.
here. We don't mind. And then we'll take off your knees. I think that was a raw
Good.
knee. An activate?
I'm actually really liking this version of Dre right now. This is some solid defensive poison.
Dre is a clean player. Dre and Rise are both very, 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 very efficient. Nora just has, you know, the reaction to the god. And I said just, and that downplayed it. You know what? You gotta watch the toes. You gotta watch the toes when you're playing against poison. Dre doing some stance cancels. Stancels for short.
Okay. Oh, and he calls that. Man, this is such good play by Dre. Beautiful.
Overhead.
Goes for
EX
the
overhead.
overhead.
Yep.
Oh, Dre has been gone, and while he has been gone, he's been leveling up. This is a very, very different Dre. Just watching the way he's playing right now, this is a very different Dre than the last time we saw him in tournament.
Are you suggesting that MFs forgot about Dre? I think right now, Nora's trying to get the DL. I think Nora's taking in a whole bunch of poison information at once. You ever played neutral from full screen? Because you have to against poison.
I'm gonna keep that comment to myself as well.
This is Pawn's worst nightmare, playing neutral from full screen.
The Pawn's got him in a position where he really wants him to be right now. Goes for the tech. Good. That was a good call.
When you say Pawn, I assume you mean Nora, because I think Pawn is currently watching this game.
Yeah, Nora.
Ooh, is that a real punish? That's nice. Beautifully spins away with the V-shift. Everything's so elegant about poison.
You think so? Like kicking people in the face when they're on the ground.
A little dancey V-shift animation. I feel like you got to use V-trigger 3 on Karen here, and the horse just comes in off-screen, Daigo style, a la Akira.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What's that?
Oh, I was just alluding to my imaginary V-trigger 3 that fits this costume where a horse comes in off-screen. I like that you gave me the option to not say that dumb thing, but I'm going to say it. Good anti-air from Dre.
This is
There's
good.
the activate.
Oh no! It was a
I think
drop.
CFN ate that. Dre with the Dalsum feels. I will burn you alive. Nora either tactically moving or teabagging. 10 seconds. Dre needs a hit here. That's a lot of gray health that needs to go away. Good tech. Nora knows. Nora knows what he's doing. Burning the clock. That was really smart from Nora.
Yeah, using the CA to burn the clock was
Look at that.
actually really smart.
If you count the gray health, which we don't.
What?
I just learned something, Demi. I didn't know that. I feel like Nora and I had the same reaction. I thought that was just brilliant, but apparently white health counts as missing health. Man, when Dre's anti-airs are on point, they're so clean.
He's looking so good right now.
You got to work so hard for a jump in against poison to find the opportunities when you finally get one and you don't get whipped out of the sky and then you just get punched in the face. See, that's another thing Dre's doing just really, really well. Is he's doing just enough to try to bait those like full screen charges that come flying across from Kirin. Can't do it.
Seems like Nora is guessing right now whether Dre is going to start up a jab combo off of the raid or if he's going to go for the throw.
Nora, a true joy to watch playing fighting games. The adaptation, so swift. That's 0. If you press buttons, there's a
Didn't
gamble.
guess at that time.
I assume Poison's jab is a free framer.
Yes.
Catches during the stance. 10 seconds. The mental fatigue of this game. And at this point, all Dre's got to do is hold back.
Yep, he can just keep back jumping. And we get the double timer scam.
TT!
Just, this is, I mean, you might not like it, guys, but this is peak play as a poison player. If somebody doesn't want to commit hard, you just timer scam their ass.
Drede played that just so crisp. Nora trying to solve the puzzle.
It was like, you might not like it. It might not be spectator friendly, but that is not what Dre is here to do. He's here to win.
I think I can predict what Dre would say. He would say, "Well, come stop me. Come in. Stop me. Do something."
I love it, man. This is the Dre that I think I've been waiting to see for a while now.
I gotta say, Dre, with love and respect, is a weird dude because he plays the nuttiest character in the game on Mika, where you just basically scream into the mic the whole time and just go forward, 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 forward. Then he plays Poison, where you don't go forward, you just chill, minus the EX overhead. I believe that puts our dear Nora down to losers.
Yep.
Beginning
So
of the run back.
Now up in winter semis, we're gonna have Dre and Ham, and then there's gonna be Johnny and Rise.
Okay.
We're gonna do the Johnny and Rise next on stream.
That'll be a fun one.
I think on paper, you could say that Bison has the advantage in this match. And who knows what Johnny has been doing in recent time? He's looking fairly clean.
Hey, before this match starts, I'd take a peek down at losers. A Z-Force player just cutting heads off at the neck takes out TL, who's been a phenomenal Ed player, and Spooky, who was the, spoiler alert for yesterday's tournament, winner of the Young Guns tournament. He's got Bench on deck.
Z-Force did. Wow.
Yeah, Z-Force is climbing some ranks. He's got to walk through the meat grinder that is Bench.
Yeah.
We got Pawn versus Pines down there, what I would call the battle for PP. Ooh, and Bobby Fresh versus Met Fan. Can't wait.
That one, man, I hope we can get that on stream. No, it's off stream. It's going to be off streom.
You know what it will be, my friends? CFN.
Yes. Guys, if you're really wanting to keep track, you know what? I want to encourage this to everyone who does play in these tournaments. If you're seeing some gameplay that you like, or you're seeing opponents that you're constantly dropping matches to, write those CFNs down. Get into CFN and watch how they play. Dismantle your opponent by watching how they play, because everyone, no matter how good or how bad they are, they have patterns, they have habits, and you can dissect your opponent.
I mean, I have a very important announcement because I made a mistake in my previous commentary. Because how could I neglect to talk about Thaco, who has made it through Grammaton and now faces Nora the Beast?
That's going to be a tough matchup. That's going to be really tough. I mean, I think that Nora did pretty well, all things considered. Dre just had... Nora didn't play awfully, in my opinion. I just think that Dre had everything ready to go.
No, dude, Nora's an absolute beast. Nora is an absolute beast. I hope we see more of Nora. Nora playing some Street Fighter V in these tournaments, because I think that there's a lot to offer there from an excellent player.
If Dre can keep this heat today, I wouldn't be surprised to see Dre along with Rise maybe in a grand final.
Quick shout outs to Spooky in that, dude, you killed it yesterday, and Pawn is no slouch. We will see you again very, very soon.
Oh, what is this? Johnny has dropped Bison and picked up Bison.
I got two pieces of tech for you here. Denny. Piece number one: all Shadowloo players play every Shadowloo character. It's a true fact. We try to hide it from people. And piece number two: Rise said, "Ha ha ha! Back to the gray," and he picked the stage. Rise, you are an uncouth scoundrel, I would say at best. I wonder if Johnny
Rise
thinks this
using
is
those
a
fireballs to check those dash straights.
Ooh, I like the spin. I forget what it's called. That V skill.
Tap.
Apparently, is that tap or is that the V skill from?
Was it the
Boxer?
skill that he's using?
He's got V skill 1, so I think that's what it was. But I'm wrong like half the time. So there's the overhead from Oro, and you're going for a ride probably to the next round. Very optimal punishes from Rise, as literally always.
Got a little bit going over on the background out here. 1 second.
No problem. Does the upper. As Capcom said, everybody needs a DP, even Boxer. Buttons in neutral. Boxer, no slouch in this department.
I would really like to see a little bit more of Johnny using some spaced out dash straights.
Yes.
I feel like Oro has some difficulty dealing with well-spaced dashes.
I agree. Not everybody has Fong privilege of coward crouching those things. Also, it's a little tricky to get that spacing because if you'll watch, Rise is taking little micro steps back and forward to keep him right where he wants him.
He wants him to whiff it. And like I feel like Ryze's options to deal with the spacing of the dash straight is to check it with a fireball or to make him whiff it and punish the hell out of him.
I think pressing buttons on there on wake up, that's going to hurt.
It. Oh,
nope,
no.
Not quite. Good morning.
Wow,
Did
did
you press
this
a button?
catch?
Ah!
Oh, my God.
We activate. Oh!
You're kidding me. Oh, Tengu.
Now you got to block for 100 years. Oh, my gosh. The nerves, Johnny, let's go.
Oh, he should have just backed up. He should have just, man, he had such great defense there. He should have just done, like, watch Jimmy. When Jimmy and Ryze play each other, guys, and he sees Tengu come out, he'll give up the entire damn screen and just keep backdashing over and over and over.
Johnny, I think he caught the, honestly, that was a brilliant tech. That was super, super hard read. That was really, really good. If he had waited just a little bit longer. I always think of Johnny as sort of a meme lord. We both open our rounds with like EX unsafe crap, but this is proficient play. Really, really clean. It's tough to keep yourself ready to anti-air Oro's little weird jump arc, but it's very important.
So Johnny has got to, there we go. Oh no, Ryze he knows what to do. He puts him back in the corner. He says, we're not going to play a spacing game right now. We're going to play my game.
I'm like tweaking. Like Johnny has a real rock. This is exciting. But Ryze has those beautiful, beautiful combos. The overhead, the V-shift, we let it rip.
Good V-shift. It's dangerous to do in the corner, but man, when it works, it works.
I was going to say that Johnny holding the line admirably well, but Ryze has a V-trigger that was about to pop. You got to first play Oro, and then you have to play Tengu Stones. Good patience to wait out the second jump. Oro going for very literal footsies here.
And Ryze is doing some very smart things right now, too. There's a lot of crouch blocking going on, and I feel like that is very crucial for facing Balrog. You do need to make sure that you're blocking low because he will call you out on it. And he gets a lot of advantage off of doing so.
If you're fighting Rog too, neutral jump, that's why you see so many neutral jumps from Ryze here, is it's very handy to catch those dash straights, which on block are frequently safe.
Oh, man, shame. Both of them had critical art on deck. Ryze obviously saying that he felt okay to just stick where he was. Didn't need to burn meter or anything like that.
No, definitely. Good game from both parties. Really impressed from Johnny with the secret Rog. I honestly was talking, was this an accident? Was this a meme pick? But no, that was super clean.
Yeah, that's the first time in tournament play I think I've ever seen him swap off of his main.
There was a tournament.
Many
on
that
ago.
Rog. Hey, dude, if that's 1 week on that Rog, that was pretty impressive for just a week worth of play.
Shadaloo all the way down, baby. Shadaloo all the way down. What are we going to do in 6, Johnny? What are we going to do?
Johnny, can you confirm that? Is that truth? Like, if you play one Shadaloo, you play them all.
Oh, damn right. Absolutely. With the occasional exception for Claw. We don't talk about him. We cry. That's right, my friend. This should be a good one, too. I've had the absolute pleasure to play pretty extended sets against both of these guys, and they both just get better over the course of the set. You see Ryze in the chat working. He's saying, hey, play me more. I need more advantages. Being gray and a gray background that I picked wasn't enough. That's what it is, Jam. Claw's not charged anymore, so why play him? Too true, my friend.
Dre and Ham.
Yo, Z-Force player got bench. Whoa, Z-Force player on the come up. Bench is a killer.
Z-Force is going to have to go up against Nora next, though.
Wow,
in
that is
bracket.
a steep hill, and then into Johnny. That is a climb up a vertical wall.
It is. So, Akuma and Poison. I would love to see Ham take his time in this matchup and don't get greedy. Oh, what? It's going to be the Mika.
I respect the guys that can do this and switch between characters. I can play Fong. One tournament where I didn't play Fong every game is the one I didn't make top 8. Just saying. There's the booty. ESPN's banned booty. And this is what happens when Dre plays Mika, is you just go, what? Are we still in the first round? Because I'm about to die.
I mean, especially being Akuma. Akuma's got super low health and calls him
wingless. Wingless airplane.
You
Take a trip to the corner.
You don't want to get up in the air right now in this unless you like. You don't need to worry about air fireball for an approach. That Mika's coming to you.
Man, I always love watching and playing in these tournaments, but today Dre is going crazy. This might be the day he takes top 1. We'll see. I just jinxed the crap out of him, though. And we're out. You can't talk into the mic when I'm throwing red-hot fireballs. And we're right back to that corner. What's the mix? And that's probably round. Oh! Nadeshiko, get in here and then teleport to the other side of the screen and dunk this man.
Pardon me, had a bit of lag there and missed the entirety of that round.
Yeah, I think Discord's playing some fun Discord games. I got to watch it in not the usual 1080p. I've come to know and love. But enough that I could see what happened, which was Mika doing Mika things. Love that Ham maintains that composure, though. I'm gonna tell some of Dre's secrets if I got a chance. So Ham, if you're listening, pay attention. He doesn't press throws early. You got to block a little bit early. Throws come out later. Any good Mika's going to condition you. Ooh, the optimal combo with the mic. That'll do it. Also, I would point out that I called that throw. I literally did. I said it's going to come out later. See, that's why I'm a commentator, because you get a microphone, it literally makes you take hits for free. Like, if you punch me right now, I wouldn't feel it. Good anti-air. Ham and Jam, the Am-Am connection, both have really, really good anti-airs on Akuma. We traded, that's going to be a punish. Ooh, I think Dre tried to bait the DP there a second ago. Good
Ham,
neutral. Good
be
neutral.
ready. You've got critical art on deck. Nope, not a Shiko.
That cross under's so hard to react to. Wow. Dre, what a clinic today, man.
Dre's coming out to play, man.
Corbin and Risemix, I believe, are roommates. What a level of degeneracy. Pick the beach. I didn't pick the gray stage. Oh my god, the toxicity. But let's not detract from the game we just saw. Ham, a valiant effort to stop the Drake train. But that man is on one today. Next up, we have the return. Z-Force player to the stream versus Nora, followed by Pawn and Met. And if Pawn is fighting Met, that means Pawn beat, or not Pawn, Met beat Bobby Fresh. He did 2-1. I'm going to check that one on CFN later, because those are both excellent players. Ooh, I'm excited. Couple of big games coming. Dre versus Rise is going to be sick. Z-Force versus Nora is going to be sick. Pawn versus Met's going to be sick. Pawn versus Met's going to be nutty. They have exact opposite game plans.
Yeah. I don't know who I would give that to if it was on completely equal footing. But I still think that Pawn could take that if he plays very carefully. But he's got to be careful on the approach. Metfan will check you on your approach.
R.I.P. Coward, Johnny Merps. R.I.P. Coward. May he rest eternally in peace. I was gonna say, I feel like Pawn, and I don't know much about MMA, so feel free to correct me here, anyone who does, but I feel like Pawn has the equivalent of a puncher's chance in any game that he's in. If Laura just gets to do Laura things, it's just kind of like, it doesn't matter how good you are, you got Laura.
Absolutely.
Look at the formal attire.
Now,
another match of the Society's elite.
Let's see if Z-Force is able to keep running with this nice streak. I mean, once he got put down into losers, there's been a hell of a run through it.
Yes. Z-Force said, I came here to win video games. Let me show you. Nora's one of those players who, and I'm going to really hype you up here, Nora, almost immune to mental stack. I feel like Nora's ready to respond, and I would love to see the run back of Nora and Dre from earlier. That adaptation would be quite entertaining.
Got some really safe play coming out from Z-Force right now. I say that as he throws out a raw Zonk.
Isn't Zonk level 2 safe? Is that a thing?
Man, this is the time where I wish we had Jimmy in here.
I was gonna say, to quote Jimmy, that's 8 Capcom seconds. I think that is safe. I think EX is safe.
It is, yeah. EX is plus. I think.
You are correct. As per usual.
Nah. Nah.
No, we just make crap up. We don't know. Good jump in. Pays off. Ooh, that's a counter hit. That combos.
That's
wow. Z-Force. Let's go, dude.
Who is this guy?
This is the mayor of Metro City. This is the mayor.
He's got safe play, and he's throwing out a lot of the right buttons at the right time.
You know what else he has is optimal play. That last combo, that would have been easy to mess up. That was nice. Ooh, the DP attempt, which makes this hurt even more because of the white health.
Nora really taking it to him. Was utilizing one of the things that very few rushdown characters have and that is the great buttons that Karin has. Excellent reach for a rushdown character. It was a pretty convincing round for Nora there.
Axis plus, regulars are -2. Thanks to Pawn and thanks to Johnny for the clarification in chat. Nora trying to prove that first round was a fluke. Ooh, the punish!
Some good neutral by these two players.
I was going to say the same thing. This is a very patient match.
I mean, considering what you typically see out of Karin and Cody players, it's an incredibly patient match. This is going to stun, and this is round in. Oh, no, it's not.
A rare drop, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Watch your toes. Nora with the back throw for the extra meter, just in case there's another round.
Man, I gotta say, it's a pleasure to have Nora in here playing Street Fighter with everyone.
Absolutely. You mean Nora, the Street Fighter player who plays Street Fighter over other games?
Right. No, this is a hell of a good match to be watching, and just watching some solid Karin in here for the tournament play is nice.
Well, let me do a little bit of like heartwarming, fuzzy stuff. I think one of the really great parts about these tournaments is that our Discord continues to expand. You get lots of new faces. We had Spooky last night come out, make a very dominant showing. Z-Force today, sort of the Well, he was previously the unsung hero, but this person came to play. Yeah, I think Nora's starting to feel himself again.
Yeah. A little bit of comfort showing.
Z4 says, don't get too comfy, because I brought a knife.
And he chases it down. That was very close to... If he had delayed it just a frame, he probably would have chased that V-shift.
I like that throw.
Beautiful.
Like
Gets the corner pressure. Now keep him in there. Keep him in there checking, man. And there's the sweep. Just goes for the footsies and gets the sweep.
Z4's playing for the tournament life after an incredible run. Good tech. You know, sometimes like it's hard to commentate because like the tension, you're just like so immersed.
Man, I got a mouthful of pizza right now. I'm so damn hungry. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, I've been chewing on the food of the season, a pumpkin donut. Dunkin' Donuts, sponsor of the stream.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts.
A pumpkin donut from Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh. Now, I have to say, overall, this Cody doesn't really feel like a low gold Cody to me.
I was gonna say this is a gold winky face Cody.
This is very safe. Cody
Very safe,
play.
very optimal.
Goes for the EX Ruffian though, man. Yeah, that's gonna cost you.
Play it tight, but not tight enough. Really phenomenal gameplay from Z-Force. Really, really, really good stuff. Nora, though, just is a tough nut to crack. Very consistent. Speaking of Nora, I've heard that Nora has occasionally dabbled in a game called Guilty Gear Strive, which may be having its own tournament tonight on this very same channel, FGCB, courtesy of King Geo himself. Make sure to pop by 7 p.m. Eastern to watch some hands fly, some instant air dashes, and none of this silly neutral crap.
Did you have to go there?
Of course. Of course. No, super well played. Z-Force, man, what an absolute monster. That the arc, if you go check out the tournament bracket, Z-Force has been slaying some demons on the way up. Let's see who we got next here, Demi. Popping down over to the Discord. Z-Force versus Nora, followed by Pawn versus Met. This one I'm excited about. And that was the last one. Turns out I'm excited about most of them.
No, all of them have been. I mean, some of these have had expected results, right? We just the players that are coming in that are not as seasoned, and whether it be in their rank, their amount of matches online, or even just their tournament play, this is a great place for you to show up and test yourself. So if you get knocked out, don't fret. This is the best place for you to be right now. Even if you get bodied, getting bodied is good for you.
I forget if it was 8-Bit or if it was Johnny Merps. Somebody made a wise point earlier that one of the values of this kind of tournament is it's a great place to learn how to work through tournament nerves because they are inevitable. They are.
Absolutely. I mean, this was 8-Bit's first tournament ever.
Let's go 8-Bit. 8-Bit, I think, didn't get to play in yesterday's Young Guns tournament, which is a shame. I would have loved to see them compete.
Oh, I would have too. That would have been great.
This matchup has some Green Bay Packers energy, all the yellow and green. Kind of makes me feel bad about myself. I just want to turn off the stream a little bit, but we'll get through it. Look at that, look at that intro. Look at the raw sex appeal of these characters. I was going to say...
the old school Guile.
Spooky, way to pop off, my friend. Your first ever tournament, buddy? Way to go. Spooky, at this point, has won half of the tournaments he's ever played in.
Pawn is doing what Pawn needs to do, man. Get up in that face, keep him in the corner, and stay there. Doesn't matter if he V-reversaled out. Get back up in his face and keep doing this. This is what you have to do.
And by contrast, Met needs to establish the wall. Just
I mean,
a
it's
little in the flash kick.
honestly, that's pretty difficult to do against Laura.
Yeah, no, Laura has what I would describe as ignorant buttons. Not even buttons, ignorant specials. The EX, the armored elbow.
I don't
with
know what
Pawn,
you're doing
you
right
kinda
now,
gotta read it.
Pawn. You had the life lead, man. You should have just got in there and finished your man off.
What he's doing is playing against depressed Met fan. This is a guy who... Oh! Before I interrupted myself, I was going to say depressed Met fan, he's a tough nut to crack. No round with Guile is over because if he gets that
And
spacing
there's
back,
that-
you just kind of got to eat it.
There's that
Overhead's
comeback
punishable.
factor.
Both of these players have a couple of high-risk tools. The overhead from Laura is, if you know, it's punishable. You can hurt Laura for that. And of course, flash kick from Wile. There it is. We're throwing out some bars.
All right. Good showing by Pawn right now. Do this. Keep this heat, man. This is how you take a match from a solid and the beautiful anti-air.
I have a quick confession. I was reading the chat on Discord, not Discord, in Twitch, and I watched the wrong stream, so part of the delayed commentary for the previous round. The
And
EX flash.
There's the Daigo special.
Oh, the block this time.
Oh.
Wow, that's sweet.
No, that was perfect. So that's what, if you're playing Guile, that's what you need to do. When somebody throws out those claps, they're just trying to cover their approach. It's a crap projectile. It's used to cover your approach. What he did there is actually the perfect option to deal with it. Wait for the Laura to approach and just hit her. The clap goes away after.
And that first game was as good as advertised. Guile really controlling the space in middle.
I'm
Punish that overhead.
I'm liking the fact that he's figured out, okay, if these elbows are being blocked, I'm just gonna crouch jab out. Yes, punish the hell out of that. Man, look at that
Big
fucking
punish.
combo, dude. Oh, but he backs away, gives him breathing room.
And now we're back in the clever V shift. Clever V shift gets the command grab whiff. And we're on to the next. I think Met trying to sweep those projectiles. I don't know how well that works. I like the idea though. It worked once earlier.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Am I muted?
No, you're not muted. I just don't listen to it myself because I'm toxic.
No, that's the idea. When you're playing against Laura, if they start utilizing a lot of clap, just wait for them to get close and like sweep under it or crouch medium kick under it. If you hit the Laura, the projectile goes away.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's a faster button or a safer button for that try than sweep, because sweep is so long for Guile. Great patience to catch the EX elbow.
Oh man. And the trigger gives him the opportunity to really get in there and punish that fireball.
Met playing for his tournament life.
I think honestly, if Met keeps doing this right here, blocking these elbows, being patient, and waiting for Pawn to hang himself, that Met can
Nice
run
there.
this back.
Oh, like I've said many a time, never will count that out. Watching the neutral.
Oh wow!
Try it,
He
says Met.
checks it. Uh
There's
oh,
the
that's
block.
not
What's
good.
the punish? It's a big punch. It's a stunish, and that'll do it.
Oh, that's the tournament life.
Good games to Met. Always a tough competitor.
Metfan, being the true sportsman-like player that he is, immediately gives the GGs to Pawn in chat.
So we like to
Um,
see.
it was unexpected, but I don't think that Metfan played that horribly, right? I think what happened there is we actually saw Pawn playing Laura the way that Laura needs to be played. Again, I said it earlier on in the stream, if you are playing defensive as Laura, you're losing the game.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like part of the problem, part of the trick when you're playing against Pawn or any other good Laura, is you don't get to make a lot of mistakes, because if you make two, you're in the blender. I think an unfortunate V-Skill 2 usage there ended up putting Met in a real bad spot in that last game.
What I want to see right now is... Actually, you know what I really want to see right now? We got 37 people in the chat. If you are not sitting on a follow, you really should. But more importantly, if you have a Prime subscription, you just feel like you're a charitable person today, King Geo gives us his weekends, brings us all of this great content. Please throw the man a Prime sub. Throw something. Give him a follow. Give this man some love, because he gives us all of this time and he brings us all of this great content. It gets better and better all the time. We love you guys being here. Show some love back.
You know what? Be the change you want to see in the world. First person to say Fang is the GOAT gets a sub from me right now. First person to say it. Fang is the GOAT. Free sub for you.
Huh. Well,
Top Party has one. Nora doesn't get it. Nora didn't say it.
I guess we have a bunch of honest, good people in this community.
Southpaw, you can pick who I gave it to because you said it fast. Also, I'm going to screenshot you saying it.
No, Ham said it.
It's Ham. It's Ham. It's Ham.
Thing is neat.
I didn't say neat. I didn't say okay. I said the GOAT.
We have Nora and Johnny. I think that this is actually going to be close. Just my personal prediction.
Johnny put on his Sunday best, which is messed up because it's Saturday. Now, Nora's one of those players who has the reactions to catch that V-Skill too.
Johnny's got to find his level of comfort, and that's about it right now. I mean, Johnny has yet to play against Nora, I believe. So this is
Nora is a real trial by fire. Oh! Lost in the Atlantic Ocean.
I didn't know if that was my connection or what.
Tell this delinquent off in the chat.
Oh no. Looks like we lost Johnny.
Johnny joining Coward deep in the grave. R.I.P. He died doing what he loved, getting punched in the mouth by Nora. Yep. Part of our delicate American infrastructure here, Rise. You raise a good point. To get to Jay's point there, Johnny is in the U.S., but he uses a VPN in the dead center of the U.K., and that's why it looks like that. I would consult with our TO about how we handle a DC like that. Is that a round that we give over to Nora?
The match really just started, so we give them.
Okay.
We do a reset. If it happens again, then Nora takes it.
Deal. KG with the quick response. Always appreciated. I think he's in Jersey, Dre. You ever heard him talk in Discord? He's always like, "I'm walking here." Classic Johnny Merps.
Do it again. That's exactly what he sounds like.
It's
Do it
it's
again.
classic Johnny. If you ever hear him, I'm walking here. I'm in Bison. That's my is my accent offending the East Coast guys enough? Who wants to play sets? Is this the same costume for Johnny? Or did
Yes,
he
it
get
is.
even fancier? Okay. He just didn't have the cape on last time. This loading screen, has a lot of the famous faces we've been seeing today. We don't have a Zaku who's playing. I think, who's the man? Hitman Javi has a pretty tight Zaku. Love to see him on here again. Love to not get reverse swept by him. That would have been nice. Oh well, rip.
This is unfortunate.
This is unfortunate. Oh, Johnny, it had been your day too, man.
That is heartbreaking, man. Johnny was doing really well today.
Johnny says it's the random DC from CFN, which I can attest to. I've had a couple of those happen myself lately. Shoutouts to our Lord and Savior, Street Fighter 6, coming to save the world with rollback netcode, and not this netcode. We giving it the old college try, or what do we think here?
I'm going to remake the lobby, so stand by.
All right. I appreciate that. I think we all appreciate that. I want to see Johnny get his shot.
Hey, Johnny, I am remaking the lobby. So hopefully that makes a change, so stand by for me.
Shoutouts to Nora. Shoutouts to Johnny. Two excellent competitors.
No, I love the TO's call on this, man. Both players are willing to just remake the lobby and go at this again. I do feel like Johnny has a good chance in this, though Nora has proven to be a pretty scary player.
Now, if you at home are saying to yourself, wow, that's some excellent sportsmanship and this high-quality fighting game experience, I wish I could participate in that. Do I have great news for you? You can. Come on down to the FGCB Boomers Discord. Hop on in. I'll post the link. That's a thing. Look at that. Boom. Command built right into the chat. Come on in. Play some games. We got Guilty Gear later tonight. A tournament you could actually still sign up for if you're feeling frisky. We got KOF. We got Tekken. We got Sam Show. Had a ton of dudes playing last night on PC.
Sam Show, huh?
Yeah,
We got
PS4.
some Sam Show tonight?
Absolutely.
Man.
Burning our health bars just like a clock, which is a reference that would make sense if you played Sam Show. Which, why am I then pitching it to you? Because you already know. So.
Actually, fun fact, I haven't played Sam Show. I hear nothing but good shit about it all the time.
You should play it. If you like Nooch, you are gonna love Sam Show. It's like a
That's my
four-touch
fave.
game. And then also, like, if you like reads, parries, and you can do what's called a guard parry. You block and then you parry, so the next attack bounces off of it. You blow them up. Mad satisfying.
You're
Well, let's
speaking
talk
my
about
love
Shamso.
language, man.
Well, we can
Real
talk
quick,
about
not to
Street
cut you
Fighter
guys
5.
off. Yeah,
Yes,
real
sir.
quick, not to cut- So I reset it back to 0-0. Since we are doing a new lobby try, if it happens again, then I would have to go ahead and give it to Nora.
Deal.
Yes, sir.
Deal. Good sportsmanship all around, and a change of costumes for the matching red costume. Johnny
Nora-
here. Go ahead.
Nora just is an excellent sportsman-like player. Excuse me. Fucking pizza.
You know, Demi, I feel like Nora, a really kind, gentle soul. You'd have to be a real jerk to piss him off. Can you imagine what kind of a toxic human being would say something like that to him?
You know,
Memes aside,
man, why
we
did,
have
who
a game
brought
to
this
commentate.
guy-
We
who
have a
put
game to
this
commentate.
fucking guy on commentary?
Oh, that
Whose
would be,
idea was it to do commentary with this toxic man in here.
If you'd like, I can screen grab the Discord where I asked you to do it. You say yes. The EX Stomp. We're pressing some buttons. Good blocks from Nora.
It's looking pretty good right now for Johnny, all things considered. He's got trigger onto. Oh, this is not
Big
good
activate.
though.
Big
Yeah.
activate. That's the full combo on the Rekka. V shift, we get some space. We here in Shadowloo love our V shifts. Johnny and V trigger 1. And V skill 2, a complete reversal from earlier. Which is a 3-bar versus a 2-bar V trigger, so you do kind of just have to wait a little longer before you can get going. Nora's buttons in neutral, particularly effective. That is not plus. Though it is hard to take advantage of. 10 seconds. Johnny's got a lot of work to do in a very short order, and he might do
But
it.
he can do it, man. Bison can do it. Oh, the wake up DP.
Which is a shame, because if he blocked that, he won the game.
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
the round. The round.
No, just mad respect for Johnny for playing such a strong defensive game there. He was on the back foot. He didn't have comeback factor with his trigger.
Ron Feng in the chat pointing out that Nora is a practitioner of the cursed tech. We all know Nora plays Kai and therefore has fragments of a soul at best. Fun Bison fact, the Devil's Reverse, never a cross-up. Always block it normal. Good EXDP. Has a solid read. Playing some good old-fashioned nooch, but now we're in the corner.
Johnny really utilizing his knowledge of Bison here on the frame data, knowing when he can mash after and when he needs to take his turn. And there's the Johnny special.
The raw slide. I don't need a trigger. I don't need a trigger. That's going to hurt.
Uh-oh. This is looking nasty for our dictator right now. And
that might be it.
Yeah.
That might be
is.
it. And if you didn't notice there, Nora was patient because Nora noticed the bars and said, is this going to be Wake Up Super? Which is the equivalent of a Bison DP.
And keep in mind, despite the time that has passed, that's only the first match in the set.
Rise tossing out that Johnny may be our most improved player down at FGCB. And I'm actually, now that I hear it, it's kind of hard-pressed to disagree. Johnny's got some real skill, a lot of patience.
I don't think that we have anyone in the entire Discord that has Bison knowledge like Johnny does.
While we're being nice, I'm going to save my toxic comments about Bison for later. Also, notice that this is the Watermelon Cape, a.k.a. the Bloody 101 Dalmatians Cape. It's back on. That's a power-up.
Oh, a little short on the grab range.
Good blocks from Nora on the V-skill. And online, that's so hard to react to. Crouching medium kick from Karen, the best comeback mechanic in the game. Beautiful patience there from Johnny.
No, I thought she got nerfed. I thought crouching medium kick got nerfed on Karen.
I'm gonna talk about two things right now. Two things real quick. One, Ryu is not bad. Two, Karen is not nerfed. These are lies. These are lies perpetrated by the filthy masses. That's not safe. Good V reversal.
Ah, stay
Makes
safe.
it safe. Makes it safe. Good jump back. Nora taking a page out of the match from Dre earlier, just kind of making an uncrackable defense. Get that life lead and just sort of ride it out. Throw punish. Thaco validating Nora feels like a wall to play against. Can confirm. Had a lovely couple of sets with that delightful individual the other night and just beating your head into a wall. Good patience, good blocks from Johnny. Karine working those thigh muscles as she crouch walked
Oh,
backward.
there's the crush counter. Doesn't capitalize off the crush counter, though. It may have just been a spacing issue.
Yeah. Ooh, we
Ooh.
like those. That's probably why he's using the. Oh, gets the bar out of him.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
dash!
The mind games right now. Stuck in the corner, though. Be careful.
We bring out the filthy tech at the end here, but nobody has more filthy tech than our own beloved Nora. Phenomenal gameplay. Really well played by Johnny. Shoutouts to KG for letting it rock. Glad we got to have that game. Feeling better about it. Well played.
And mad respect for Nora there. The sportsmanship saying, no, I don't want to take that free round. I don't want to take that free match. Get him back in here and let's do the damn thing. I respect it.
A couple of big games coming up, including the place for 5th, do we not? I gotta pull up the bracket.
Yeah, I've got to look at the bracket as well.
Also, we have a lovely channel in the Discord run by KG where you can see all these updated next matches. I think next we have Hamon versus Pawn.
Ham and Pawn. This should be a good one as well. I would say two relatively equal players in terms of skill, but Pawn is showing that he's got his Laura on deck today, and he's playing to his strengths.
Yeah, Ham, Pawn, and Bench kind of all in a similar tier of skill, all on the rise rate. E. Oliver, welcome. Couldn't have got here at a better time.
You know, Ham, win or lose, if you're listening right now, I would love at some point in this set just to see you throw out a demon and connect. Raging
we'd all love
Demon.
to see that.
Raging Demon is just so fun to see.
Can I point out that every single time Jam, not Ham, but Jam, his fellow Akuma, has been on stream in a tournament, he has landed a Raging Demon? That is a fact.
Yes. Again, and it doesn't even matter like what the competitor is that he's up against, right? Like I've seen Jam throw a Raging Demon into a Geef, into Ken the Beast's Geef. It is hands down absolutely the best fighting move in any fighting game, period. And it has to be Akuma. Kage, get out of here.
When you say hands down, did you mean hams down?
I'm telling you guys, you got to get this man out of here.
Well, count on that because there's rumors. The rumor mill is spreading and it's saying things like Rise and Dre are commentating next tournament. Because I'm coming back here to throw some sleeves.
Rise and Dre in the next one.
That's the rumor. Heard it here first. But right now, let's watch this game between Pawn and Ham. The Snowman Army! The Snowman Army in the background. Pawn, a classic interior decorator.
Ham's got to be careful going for these demon flips against Pawn. Pawn has shown, look at that. He goes for it again and it just gets stuffed, man. Pawn sees your feet leave the ground. He's ready to anti-air you. Putting that pressure
war zone,
on.
South Chicago in the middle of the night, and the corner against Laura. All places I don't want to be.
Pawn is just putting on a show.
I think Pawn needs to get upgraded to like Rook or Bishop.
No, I mean, that's the thing is no matter how far you go, you can always he can become a queen if he wants.
Ooh, the block, the huge block. I'm getting feedback in my DMs that people liked the Rook or Bishop joke, so that makes me feel good. Never mind, Dre and Rise. Commentary's mine. Pry it from my cold dead hands. Good V-Trigger activate for the anti-air.
Oh, that was an excellent option to throw out. You know what? I thought he was trying to go for the demon right there.
All right, Ham, let's rally here. Don't let the Pawn menace move forward. There's calls for the birdie. The birdie's been in this tournament one time. Southpaw ate it alive. It is currently retired. We'll see. But right now, two players fighting for the heart of this snowman and its crooked little arms. Ham going in. Nice combo. Catches the dash.
Good. He's got Oki here. Yes,
That's
and
a
he
crush
uses
counter
it.
and maybe stun? Not quite.
No, not yet. Oh, now he's got stun. Perfect round. Beautiful.
V-shift in the corner is kind of like a suicide note. Not my favorite plan. I learned that courtesy of dying many, many times. Ooh, the dash, but there's still projectile left over. Wow!
There you go. Gets the jab into the light Tatsu heavy DP.
If y'all have ever heard of like the rhetoric about heart players, mind players, and body players, I adore Pawn as a heart player. This is a person who comes in with a lot of reads. Those EX elbows, you kind of got to appreciate. I jinxed him. I jinxed him into the ground, but ooh, let's go optimal.
This is big damage. He's going to turn it down to a one-hit game.
What's the get? Oh, we delay.
Went
Raw
the
activate.
shimmy. Oh no!
Oh no!
You gotta block on wake up, man. That's not gonna disappear. It's a multi-hit projectile.
Oh! Getting knocked down and hit by the same projectile on wake up. That is some Laura hours. That's
This
that
is one of
Lucia
those.
degenerate fireball game. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, this is one of those times where you've got to realize, hey, you're facing an opponent who they're not gonna let you get up in the air, so quit trying.
Ham sweep activates. Good block of the overhead punish. Very big
Excellent
damage.
Yeah.
I am Akuma. This is what I do. Good shimmy attempt.
I think he went for the air fireball there and just didn't realize that he was out of trigger.
Pawn quick to react. Quick to react on the whiff Tatsu. Very good game from both players. Well done.
Pawn is making a very, very solid run right now.
Every game I get against Pawn when I pull off the dub, I always think like this afterward. Because it is exhausting playing that war. Hamon, the finest of meats. A skillful Akuma. Good run today. Hey, is it time for a battle for 5th? Because I feel like it might be. I think Jonathan Merpister versus Ham to see who ascends into top 5. Couple of banger games coming. Nora gets to have their chance against the blender that is Pawn. And of course we have Dre versus Rise awaiting atop the pyramid.
You know, I want to say that Nora and Pawn is going to be a hell of a matchup too, but every time I have said that today with Nora being in there, Nora shows me that Nora is a real competitor.
Nora's a beast, for sure.
And I don't want to jinx Pawn. I'm just going to say
I don't want to jinx Pawn. I'm just going to say, and then nothing. The option select. But why are we talking about Nora and Pawn? We have this game coming up right here with Johnny and Ham. And I believe, and KG, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe this is the start of the first 3s.
That is correct.
I love a first to 3. That extra time for the DL. I'm going to grab another drink and be right back. And I return.
best placement before today was 6th place. Well, let's see if Johnny has what it takes to break that record. New PR is going to be excellent to have.
I'm not counting Ham out yet, though. Ham just had that limit break moment, Final Fantasy style. Shout out to Final Fantasy XIV, the retirement home of fighting game players. And as boomers, we should be mindful because it's coming. Who will win the battle for Ultimate Evil? According to the Street Fighter II cutscene, it's Akuma, but
Yeah.
can Bison run it back?
We know how this match goes in reality, but
And also, Devil's Advocate, spoiler alert, once again for 6, one of these players made it. Not players, characters made it. The other one, RIP.
for now.
No punish on the whiff DP, just out of range.
Oh, wow. Good defense. And gets him with the grab, though.
I think Jonathan's got to
Yeah,
punish those
come on.
demon flip attempts a little bit. Dash up throw, the onlinest of tech. Clever
I
use
mean,
of
it's
the
not
V
even
reversal.
online, man. You'll see that. You'll see that in majors. People will do
You will.
that. And the reason for it is just dashes are just a bitch to check. No matter how good you get at this game, dashes
These
are
are facts.
hard.
These are facts. Bison's dash actually fairly slow, but he's invisible. Also, that the down forward heavy, that big like that Bison does, that's super plus, which is why I think Ham V reversal did earlier.
Everything about Bison is super plus, man. Let's be real.
Oh, hey, look at
Oh.
that! It's a quick shout out to Pons Dojo.
That's the reason that you play Bison. You do it for the flavor, and you do it to stay plus on literally everything in the freaking game. I would have loved to see him capitalize off that crush counter.
Also, controversial take: Bison best voice actor in the game. Oop, that is why the forward heavy punch is there for Akuma, because it eats V shifts. If you've ever been a bad Fong player who V shifts too much, you'll learn that the hard way.
Good V
Don't hit that
reversal.
V reversal. Yep.
He's got this round. All he has to do is play patiently here, man. I mean, you got the health lead. Why do anything more than just take your time and close it out the strong and smart way?
Absolutely. There's no V skill 2 from Bison here, so you don't have to kind of watch for that. Oh, can't
the
anti-air that
delay.
one.
Wake
Wake
up!
up DP.
This gets blocked.
It's blocking. The punish is death. First game, Jonathan Merps. And the Russians in the background going nuts.
I think Johnny's just determined to never have his name split off into Johnny Twerks again.
Anybody who does not know the lore of our tier, Jonathan Merps, lost a first to 10, and his punishment was to become Johnny Twerks for 1 week.
And you know what? That name stuck harder than his own name.
The first to 10s and first to 5s make some real FGCB lore. Pawn also lost one of those, and now we have been graced with the greatest emote of all time. Karen's face painted by a 12-year-old who is having a seizure.
I really want to see. I want to see Ham using a little bit more DP instead of going for the back heavy punch for his anti-air option against this Bison right now.
There's
Goes
the
for the
OTG, because we don't play fair Street Fighter if you play Akuma. Nice throw. Just out of range.
Yes,
That's a
this
sick
is
DP.
it.
That's a
hears
good
me.
DP.
But when you go for that demon flip and they're in the corner, man, you still got to use the medium version. You
know
got to
what?
be able to get that space.
The more we talk about this, like, I really do feel like Rise was correct that Johnny is the most improved player. Like, this man has leveled up hardcore.
I really feel like, yeah, at this point, Johnny's rank is very misleading. We're so close to stun, and there it is. I don't think
If
we
I'm
can
Ham-
close this out, though.
Nope,
No.
not yet. If I'm Ham, I'm trying to think about what can I do, not just in this round, but we have a whole other game coming if this goes sideways. Plenty of time to adapt.
And he's still got Trigger on deck, too.
Nice activate, keeping some pressure. Good V-shift to get out of town. See that bear waddling around in the back? That bear's ready to play some Tekken.
Trigger's almost up.
Super good defense from Ham there.
Oh, he gets it! He gets it! Yes! Yes!
Who called
This
it
is
in
what I
chat?
was waiting for.
Someone called it in chat. Someone called the demon in chat. Super great resolution from Ham there. Met fan liking his composure. Nice anti-air.
Again, that's probably the best corner carry that you can get off of an anti-air for Akuma, is just going for the back heavy. Wow. This is going to be a perfect round.
7 golden letters.
Guys, we have a real match. Battle for 5th is no joke today.
That was good work. I said it earlier in the stream, but Ham is one of those dudes who, when he gets his pressure rolling, it's just oppressive. Hard to move through.
Oh, man. I'm loving it, guys.
Hard to agree with Nora. Big momentum shift here. Can Johnny turn the tides?
Oh, goes for the grab. Good. The demon flip mix-ups, man. If you don't jab him out of that, you're... Like, that's the thing. If you guys are playing Akuma online, if you see an Akuma try to go for demon flip on you, you can jab him out. It's not hard to deal with. You don't even have to have a dedicated anti-air for it. Just jab. This EX stomp.
Interesting trade.
Yeah,
Interesting trade.
I did not expect a trade in that situation.
One of my favorite parts about Street Fighter, because I've been dabbling in and out of this game for 6-ish years now. Still learning stuff all the time. Nice anti-air.
No, 6 years of preparation for the upcoming Street Fighter 6, man. Like,
Ooh, unlucky DP.
the raw sweep. And then he goes into activation.
Very close health. Ooh, ooh! Saw an EX
Oh,
something
both of them
from
are
Ham there.
jabbing.
The fast buttons activate! 25 seconds. A lot of time.
DP. Oh,
The jab from Ham. He knew it. There's a hitbox on X Demon. To the wire.
Wow.
To the wire. Ham playing clean.
Oh, calls out the dash with a DP.
I like the air-to-air with the X stomp. That's real smart. It's so tough to anti-air his Bison to begin with, and against an air fireball character, just worse.
I'm loving Ham's poke game that he's got right now.
Yeah, I think after getting those... Sorry, go ahead, please.
No, just him, like, seeing such frequent use of crouch medium kick into fireball. Like, it's safe. It's a good option. All you got to do is just chip away at this Bison.
Yeah, I think a bit of the momentum turn was that Ham... Oh, nice! Ooh, he whipped it.
Oh, that's a shame.
What an
This closes it out.
interaction!
Yep.
What an interaction! I think Ham at the turning point of the momentum really started to play a more aggressive game button-wise, which puts Bison on his back feet, which is a tough place to be.
It is. It is.
As we linger
Bison.
this character straight, are we going to see the Raw? Is it time? It ain't over, KC. Uno más, or perhaps dos más. Using the elaborate chat functionality in Street Fighter V, Johnny Merp says, just a second. ... Yeah, when the Ham pressure gets rolling, life gets painful. Is this the character switch, the costume switch, the V-skill / trigger switch? In the ultimate flex, is it the Akuma mirror?
Highly, highly doubt it, man.
I mean, like, Akuma's evil, like, rounding up from,
One does not simply pick up Akuma.
It is! It's the character switch!
I think that this is a matchup that Akuma really does not want to be in.
Johnny looks into his soul and sees nothing but Brian F. He says, I can't play the character I want. I have to play Balrog. Look at those pearly whites from Balrog.
If Ham is not careful here, this is going to be a very, very quick round.
Now, Ham's no slouch. We know this. Both of these guys nerves of steel. You don't get this far in tournament otherwise. Good buttons.
Calling out the poor spacing on the dash. He's going to continue to do these light punishes, man.
I think Johnny was missing having an anti-air, hence the switch to Balrog too. Because Bibson's got the old air-to-air.
Yeah.
But what a demon flip grab.
Excellent choice.
You could teach him Oro Rise. All right, potentially the final round of the set. Oop! We're in there.
It's really easy to watch this right now because without enough crouch blocking going on, you can't really tell if the Rog is charging or not.
Let's go.
Good spin.
Getting some mileage on the EX Demon Flip today. Gets the punish on the Whiff Tatsu. Let's go.
I'd like to see Ham do a throw here on Wake Up. Nope. Goes for it. He's getting...
That's going to be death. A valiant effort from the American. Tried his very best. Good game, Ham. Congrats on 5th. Johnny, 6th once again. Always the bridesmaid, the bride in my heart. Very good games to both players. Hamantha, no slouch on Akuma. And now we head up back into losers semis and winners finals. I see some concerns with Comcast in the chat from my partner in commentating, so I suspect we will see him again shortly.
Man, just no, I'm in here. It's just off and on, like lagging my ass off.
Well, at least they have ethical business practices and are fun to work with and kind, considerate people and aren't criminals at all.
Yeah.
This tournament, opposite of sponsored by Comcast, don't get Comcast. I mean, I'm in the Midwest, so there's like not a choice.
No, that's great. Eventually they will be, right? What do people with money want? More money.
Funny how that works, you know? You think you get enough and you just be coasting, but... Not at the Evil Empire, and I think we have on screen Rise Meeks versus This Is My Name Now, a.k.a. Dre, a.k.a. Poison, a.k.a. Mika. A complex. And you know what this is, though, Demi? This is the commentators for the next Street Fighter tournament.
That's true.
Forging their bond in blood.
Kind of a shame. I don't think either of them have the style and flair that we do in terms of, you know, having the nice gimp suit and taco going on, or this dirty scoundrel Fang.
That is Fashion Fang, and an available mod for Fang players aspiring to look a little bit better.
Those are handlebars on his face, man.
Absolutely. That suit goes all the way down. Okay, Poison versus Oro. Here's 32 gigabits of costumes. Soak them in, everybody.
This is the match I've been waiting to see. Now, throughout history, Dre has kind of been falling prey to Rise's Oro.
Clearly thought that it'd be better to bring the poison. We shall see. That's going to be big. Oh, unfortunate. Good anti-air. And the switch under. Big punish.
The punish.
One thing about these guys with little diamonds next to their name, optimal punishes. Ooh, and you're on fire. Greetings from Dalsum.
I feel like Rise is, no pun intended, feeling the heat of this match. Oh, this is it, though. It's Rise and Tengu. We all know what happens when he gets into Tengu.
A hit. A hit. And you're gone.
I think I'll pop Tengu, crouch medium kick, and just win the fucking game. Like, that's our Rise.
I have a plan when Tengu Stones come out, which is V-shift, run away, and then eventually get thrown. Sorry, V-reversal. I don't V-shift against Tengu. That's how you die.
And I think that's kind of one of the things that makes this a problematic matchup to begin with, is that Rise, especially with the way that he plays Oro, he really wants to keep, man, that was another convincing round.
Extremely convincing. I was about to say those very words.
Rise, the way that he wants to play, like, he is not somebody who really wants to be using V reversal because he does such big work under Tengu. And I feel like when you're playing up against a poison, it's pretty good to have a knockdown V reversal as an option.
Now, Demi, I can't help but notice you said playing against a poison, and yet here we are on the character select screen. What do you make of that?
Well, this is almost certainly your typical Dre character swap.
I was gonna say, I feel like Dre just looked down at his fist in a shonen protagonist moment and said, "I have to look at the heart of battle." And the heart of battle is Rainbow Mika.
I mean, I trust in his Mika. I think his Mika is stronger than he typically gives it credit for.
I was in a chat last night with a couple of fine folks from our server talking about Dre, and I think the consensus was that the Mika is on a different level. It's just you have to do more work. Rise put on some clothes. That's nice. That's nice. Get some nice body shame there. You gray, silver, stage hiding, sneaky boy. I love that Mika energy. Good anti-air. Oh, just out of range. Big punish.
Oh man, an EX attempt too.
The thing Dre does really, really well is he keeps the pressure up so high when he's playing Mika.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful throwing out these drop kicks because Rise is going to check him with the crush counter like he just did.
Just shy of stun, but there it is.
That was meterless damage, guys. That combo was meterless.
Oro clearly did not have great parents. You're not supposed to point at other people. It's rude, but here he goes, 2 fingers.
Yeah, you know, when I see that, I don't think of him pointing at people, honestly.
Well, I assume you think of some equally stream appropriate gesture.
Yes. Yes.
Good punish on the block TP. Oh, the cross up. Dang, that like where he spins in the air, that is a nasty little hitbox to deal with.
Yes.
Rise saying, I would sure like a ticket to Grand Finals. May I have one, please? Dre says, we'll find out. Now, I don't want to be toxic, but that's the worst win pose in the game. Alex's power squat's also ridiculous, but that, what are we doing? But as we all know, this season of characters was not supposed to happen, so where's like we got one at all. Good anti-air. Just in time.
You got to be careful.
Optimal.
If Rise gets checked on an anti-air, his pattern is usually to go ahead and do a double jump the second time around.
These are facts. And good observations. Really like this energy. Mika gets you in the corner, and Mika kills
Yes.
you in one more hit. In one hit.
Oh, man. But we've got the Tengu come back.
Oh,
he does the mix-up. He goes through the side switch.
Is this stun? Is this stun?
I think this is really close to... No,
Just close.
just short.
Good
of-
morning!
Oh, no!
Oh,
That was a beautiful call, man. It really was. If he had caught Rise going for a meaty, that would have been it.
honestly, Rise played that round perfectly. I don't know what you're supposed to do. That was really, really well done.
Just getting finger banged nonstop, man.
Important points from the chat in that Oro's parents raised him 200 years ago. It was a different time, different rules. And then Corbin notes that there was some significant... There has to be emotional damage because that round was sewed up. I had marked it on the cheat. I said, all right, Dre gets that one. And sold that
And
guy.
calls out the Nadashiko cross-up perfectly.
I was going to say, I feel like I've talked with Dre before about the different V triggers, and we've talked about how the second one is better, but he's more comfy with the first one. But that will take Rise right to Grand Finale.
Well, I guess now the only thing left to see is where does Pawn end up versus Nora?
Because one of them has to go bang their head into walls that are made of
And
Dre.
no, Corbin, we're not even in the grand finals yet. That's just the ticket to get in. There's no reset yet.
I think this is kind of a nice opportunity for Dre. A little bit of time to chill out, watch loser semis, evaluate what he could do differently.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great moment for him to just kind of clear his mind, right? Because Dre coming into the tournament, some of the best Dre play I've seen, right? Now Dre at the moment, he had a little bit going on in his mind.
I've had... Go ahead.
No, I'm good, man.
I was going to say, I've had the privilege of running fairly long sets against both of those players. And, like, when they start to win, it's so hard to pull them back.
Yes,
Oro,
very momentum-oriented players.
Absolutely. And Oro cheats the system because, once again, Rise has some strong degenerate energy, where if he's losing, he still gets momentum because Tengu Stones just kind of give it to you.
I would have just stopped at saying that Rise cheats, man. Honestly.
Yeah, I also do. I don't know why we're commentating. When he comes just on, we'll just start booing next time. Oro is bottom 5. Get out! You're banned! Get out! Corbin, if you can do something about this, get over there. That's the reversed option select to say your opponent is low tier. Dre immediately like, false! That is actually not true.
Never said that. Wasn't me. Top 3. As a matter of fact, today Oro is top 3, right?
Literally, undeniable. Look at the chart.
So I'm gonna say, because I've been called out here, I'm gonna say this. I don't think that Oro's in the top 50% of the cast.
Bruh. We will talk about this after the stream, but right now, we will talk about this match. Shoutouts to Southpaw, because this is a waifus for lifus. We got Laura versus Kareem. Both with haircuts that took more time to prepare than anything else on this stage. It's been fun to watch Nora have different jobs today at different times. Nora here kind of establishing the wall Met fan style, saying, okay, I got a health lead, but there's the entrance and there's the exit. EXDP, get off me. Overhead. That overhead has landed 100% of the time in the set so far, admittedly all of 30 seconds in. And the cross up to seal round 1.
Apologies for a little bit of that lag there. On my end, stream's probably going just fine.
Good on my end, Demi.
Thanks, Brian.
I associate that more with Jimmy and Southpaw's toxic selves. Another really good XDP from Nora. Cross under, great blocks from Pawn. I think this Nora person is pretty good at spacing, turns out.
I mean, you
Another
come from a
XDP.
background of like your primary game that you play requires that you do have good spacing, because if you don't, you die in like one hit.
You know, I'd go a step further and go into the Nora Laura, not Laura the character, but Laura the lore. If you check the FGCB Discord, we have the posting of previous tournament results. You'll see Nora's name sprinkled all over the damn place. Nora is a person who
Nora's
plays
just
a wide variety of games.
is a solid player overall, and like we're seeing that Nora can show up in Street Fighter and take it to some of the best of the players in here. I mean, not the best of the best, right? Like all of our major killers are out of the tournament right now. Onyo, Monroe, Jimmy, Kenda Beast, they've all sat out.
Paptert.
I don't know, what was that you said?
There's a really great player not playing today. I heard he was busy. Paptert's his name.
Oh.
Your bad friend, Demi. Unlike Nora, who is a good friend, come down and play some Street Fighter, which we were saying is his main game is the new meme. Nice jump out.
All right.
Holding that Laura pressure.
Han, this is what I want to see you doing, man. If you're hearing me, stay offensive. You are not going to win a defensive game here.
I like that use of the fireball. Hey, big plays. Let's go.
There you go.
That's the life switch. That's the life lead switch. Keep that pressure up. Ooh, the command grab was red like a book. As was the DP. As was the DP. Let's go.
That was fucking up, boy.
Well played, Pawn. Hold it down. And Nora has realized the secret truth, which is if you block that overhead, life gets hard for Laura. It is not safe.
Come on, Pawn.
We got a block here. We got a block here. Oh. And we will see you next round.
Again, man, I just gotta say, Pawn, take your power back. You beat this man one round already. You can do it again.
Good air to air. Now, Pawn's sitting, not Pawn. Nora's sitting on a lot of bar here. I think a really great skill of Nora's is using the EX to slide through the fireball. A little bit less useful against Laura. Also, good morning, I have armor. Nice. There's that Lucia mix-up of the fireball and the low, which is fake, by the way. Overhead.
There you go. There you go. Respect the turns, though.
Yeah, I think not Nora, Pawn. They both have 4-letter names. I'm trying. I think once Pawn gets in there, don't go for the command grab. Nora's reading it, making that jump every time. Good blocks. Why am I saying to not go for it? Because he should. This overhead! This overhead! Getting some mileage!
Nora's gonna think about this round. And I guarantee you Nora's gonna wait for that overhead and punish the hell out of it next time.
I'm gonna tell you what, Nora's gonna leave this game, go to tie their shoes and wait. Because they don't want to get overheaded. No crouching. No more crouching.
Oh, you know, I did forget to mention one of our top 8 killers that was also not in this tournament. Southpaw, the man himself.
Sounds like some bum. Never heard of him.
I think he made like top 4 last time.
Nah, you're thinking of Onyo. Onyo, the good Lucia. That's our good Lucia. And Placido, another excellent Lucia, but that's all I can think of. Pawn says, get back in the corner, and then Nora says, no thanks. Nora puts himself in the corner,
Ooh.
but with intention to kill.
So really, really quick adjustment from Nora.
That's the nooch I like to see. And there's the DP. Nora has had some really good DPs today.
Yeah.
The air
Not
to air.
very many people have been ready for it.
Just a little slow on the punish for the overhead.
I love the use of the light punch elbow there and just decide. Yeah, and here it is. The adjustment from Nora
Yes.
calls out the overhead and just takes it to him.
D-trigger 1 active. Excellent DP, smart.
Again.
I know you're going to press buttons. I know your pressure's coming. Ooh,
that
mix.
was a good
schmix.
mix.
That dash from Laura is disturbingly fast, but not
It
fast
is.
enough. Is it really only 2-1? Wow.
Funny thing is like Laura's dash, as good as it is, still not even one of the best dashes in the game. It's a 17 framer.
I appreciate that math and that truth, but I can't believe it. I swear that dash is so fast. That feels like a Ken or Ryu level dash.
There you go. Stay aggressive. Get in there. Yes.
Keep the pressure on. Nice air to air. Stun is
It's
fading.
okay.
Laura starting to take
It's
control.
okay. Don't let him in your head, Pawn. You got to think about this, man. This is your matchup.
Did you just imply there's anything happening in a Laura player's head, Denny? It's just screaming. It's just the wild screaming of a baboon. And it works, as evidenced by that round. Let's go pawn.
Like, let's be real here, guys. This is probably the best that I think I've ever seen Pawn play. And
Dude,
he's
Pawn-
going
Yeah.
up against amazing opponents.
Pawn lost to Binch in that first to 5, and he took that personally, and he has been on the grind ever since. I believe Pawn was our June or July MVP in the FGC Boomers Dojo, just from grinding and grinding. Batfan took it last month. A lot of leveling up out here.
Very good reaction from Pawn. He noticed that when he's been getting blocked on these elbows, that the punish has usually been to go for a throw, so he's adjusted to Nora's patterns here. But he's got to get out of this corner. Oh
Ooh.
no, this is it.
One way to leave the corner is to die.
Yeah.
We are potentially set point here for Pawn. I mean, for Nora. Tournament life for Pawn, who is playing, like you said, very, very well. Good
I
time.
mean, it is really excellent to see a player of Pawn's caliber be able to reach top 4.
I would love to see a little more neutral jump from Nora to interrupt some of these pawnanigans. Speaking of which, good V-shift. Oh, the walk-up throw. And from Pawn, I'd like to see a little more anti-airing. He was so crisp earlier today. But anti-airing Karine is terrifying because if you don't land it, you're about to die. Good blocks.
Yeah. This is looking pretty scary right now for Pawn.
Oh, he hurt me.
And this
is what
it,
happens,
yeah.
and that's what happens. Oh, GG's to both players. Pawn really playing lights out. Nora always solid.
I've got to hand it to Pawn. That was very, very solid gameplay. I think anyone in here who's looking at Pawn and they see gold under that name is going to have a difficult time believing in the fact that that's legit.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like a lot of our players play substantially higher than their rating. Shoutouts to our boy Spooky. Spooky really bringing some thunder last night. Putting the Ultra in that Ultra Silver. Yeah, Pawn, way to go, dude. Really, really well played. Nora's a tough nut to crack, and I've described Nora at this point as a tough nut to crack more than any other person in my entire life. So take that home, put it on a wall. Congratulations. Next up, we have Dre and Nora, which I believe is a run back from earlier in the set. Not the set, the day. Last time, our beloved Dre Day ran Poison,
Dre.
and it was a absolute wall.
Yeah, it was a 2-0 in Dre's favor.
Quick shout outs to Z-Force in the chat. Z-Force, you played out of your mind, dude. Way to go, man. That Cody was really impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, it really was. Like, I don't think you even need to say that, Z-Force, that like it gives the gold players hope. Like, I think you gold players today came out swinging pretty well.
I think we should organize a race to Super Gold between Binch, Z-Force, Pawn, Johnny.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I think we should have a race to Super Gold between Binch, Z-Force, Pawn, and Johnny. Wow, this costume. I'm going to wear a nice little sundress. I'm going to have hair made of toothpaste and wear mafia clothes.
Hair made of toothpaste.
Johnny, the prize is my respect. I mean, am I wrong, though? You can see she still's got it on her lips, too.
I love it. I love the pastel color, man.
We all know Potemkin's a paint eater. We got a paste eater over here. There's that anti-air. Dre, always crisp. Stance cancel.
Looks like Nora may have made some adjustments for this matchup.
Dangerous V-shift.
And I say that right as we see Dre burn some meter to put the hurt on.
One thing that Dre does really, really well, part of the reason that he's got that lovely diamond next to his name, is because he's so optimal on turning stray hits into big numbers.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just come out and say this right now about Dre. I do believe, contrary to what I have felt in the past, his poison, at least today, is a different level than what we've seen his Mika at.
Quote my boy Torbjorn from Overwatch. Hard work pays off. Yeah, Coward too. Coward too. Responding to the chat, suggesting that he should join the race. These two fabulous ladies at the corner of the screen doing some squats.
I
Nice
say,
anti-air.
rather than make it a race to super, I say make it a race to gold, because we don't know who's sitting on the cusp of super at the moment. Like, make it a race to ultra gold.
I had one of those races before against Metfan, and he smoked me.
And when Metfan's grinding, man, he's gonna do that.
Now, I was casually bantering with him, and I said, I'll race you to Ultra Gold, and he got it the next day.
Dre being patient, waiting
With that
for
kind of a life lead, yeah, I'm being patient.
especially given that Nora has next to no resources to really do anything here. Dre's okay. He goes for the overhead. That was
Yeah,
the way to go.
That EX overhead is a great round closer. Seen that a few times today.
Yeah. That is true, Johnny. Dre has not been able to hit top 3 yet. Until this tournament.
I love the dash check there for Poison. Kareen, kind of a fast sweep. Be a little more liberal with it. Nice standing block on that little jump in there from Carrie. I forget what that move is called. But you got to block high on the way in. Neutral jump. Good anti-air.
And here we go. We're gonna
Staying
see
plus with
Dre
that
start
EX.
to take over.
Yes. Foot on the gas. Part of the trick playing against Poison, too, is that white health is just always going to be adding up unless you are already in.
Yeah. I do like the adjustments being made from Nora right now defensively. Just making their approach with a crouch block into walk.
Perfect jump in from Nora, too. I'm talking in the past, but I just wanted to comment on it. Optimal. Optimal!
Yep, and that's it. I mean, it's hard to say anything that you didn't just say. That was the way to close it out.
As Trey always said, hair of toothpaste perfectly is spaced. I didn't do that rhyme very well.
That's okay.
I need more time. I need more time to come up with a better one. Give me a round or two. I never see Poison sweep. Big whip.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because I feel like Nora is trying to fish out a sweep on the extended hurt box from Poison, and it's not being punished by Dre.
It is a hard sweep to punish when it's perfectly spaced. Which feels weird to say, because I did say sweep, but here we are. There's that overhead, getting a lot of mileage. Overheads seem to be a thing that Nora is taking a little trouble with today. But then again, with Dre, like, you're eating overheads or you're eating whips to your toes. Good throw. We take those. One round apiece. There it is. That's the whiff punish with the EX. That's nasty. You said whiff punish, says Dre? Let me show you. I got one too. It's so tough because you want to block low because of the whip, but at the same time that EX boot to your nose is coming from right about the range they're in right now. Good anti-air. Whenever I have beat Dre's Poison, it is 100% because I'm getting away with jump ins. When he gets that anti-air, there's so little you can do. There's the activate. Nora dashes out, and this won't quite kill.
It's
won't
not.
quite
It's
kill.
not even going to be like. Yeah, it's not even going to be pixel range. Like, there was just too many connections in the combo prior. So the scaling was like mad low.
Nice anti-air. Ooh, with a side switch. And the sweep will close her out. One game a pop. Is this long time in the menu? Because nope, we're not switching. The toothpaste mafiosa returns. Some good nooch. The stance cancel jump in. And that gray health adding up. Nora patiently waiting it out. Perfectly spaced jump in.
That was a very well timed jump in.
Nora with the tiny shimmy there. But Dre didn't bite. Well spaced from Dre. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean that was like right on the very
Literally.
complete tipper of a hitbox. Uh-oh, this is pain.
Not quite enough though, right?
No.
Good tech.
I think if maybe he had used some meter, he could have closed it, but oh man.
Feels like Nora might have started to solve the puzzle here.
Yeah, I mean, with somebody that has as much competitive experience as Nora does, like it's looking like a very real possibility that they figured the player out.
That was the first block on that overhead. That's an adaptation. I was talking with Jimmy last night. He was talking about having a defensive flowchart, which he says comes into play about in Diamond, having a series of defensive options you use in an order to avoid getting predictable. I think Dre does a really good job of that.
Today he is, yes, absolutely.
Nice.
And closing it out again, man. That's when you're looking at yourself against Dre's poison right now, and you've got about one hit left. You might be looking above your head.
Yes. Yeah, that's been highly true today.
That has closed out, I think, most of his rounds.
It's not quite an instant overhead, but it rounds up to an instant overhead. Oh, that V-shift was scary to me. Time to react, though, and we're back in the nooch. It's a long nooch. I believe it's a 4 squares range. We're using that V meter to just stay in a space we want to be in, which makes a lot of sense against carrying. And also, that V trigger 1, got a little bit of damage, but nice, nice. Nora's got to play real patient here.
I mean, Nora can just run the clock right now. You don't have to get crazy with anything. As I say that, they burn most of their defensive options.
At 18 seconds, you're right. Dre's got to move.
Yeah.
Move on to the next round, because that one is sewed up. So here's the question, Demi. Is it time for Mika? For the Rainbow Menace?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Honestly, like, I'm looking at Dre right now, and I'm just seeing, like, hey, man, just stay in there and adapt a little bit. I don't think the Mika does any favors for him at the moment.
I don't think you're wrong, but at the same time, there's something to be said about comfort picks.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You can play players at a high level? Absolutely. And we're heading back in. The truth will come out.
When you're a spectator, it's easy to point stuff out.
There it is.
All right. Well, betting it on the heart, man. Tournament play. This could be it. We could see a run back from Dre.
We are harkening back to Street Fighter Season 1. The blonde bombshells. Mad plus on that charged heavy. But Nora respects it. Just smart. Good spacing from Dre.
Yeah.
Good sweep to catch the charge. Oh,
punish.
read
This
it.
is gonna be nice. Oh, the V
But the V
shift.
shift, we cut it short a little. Taking
EX
advantage,
cheeks.
spinning the bar. Good read. Nora does not want to get command grab. Pawn and Drace are something in common now. We're out the corner.
That was good.
I'll-
I would
I'll
have spent
spend the
meter
guard to
right
go so
through.
far. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Tell him about herself, Dre. Spike that mic.
And he's got Nadeshiko here too.
That'll do it.
man.
That'll do it. Oh no, the drop! Saying I'm gonna skip that pressure. I'm gonna skip that pressure.
Oh! I mean, I don't think that was going to connect either way. It looked just a pixel shy.
It did.
But even still, man, like even if it was in range, he was ready for it.
Dre played that so well.
Yeah.
That body splash here to mess up anti-airs.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that thinking the very same.
Really loved the way Dre is playing Mika right here. Very creative. Really emphasizing keeping control of the match flow. Regular throw. You can see that Nora is jumping on some of these things here, looking for those command grabs. EXTP. Anti-air cross under. Good blocks from Dre.
All right, Dre's got plenty of meter, and he's almost got Nadeshiko back. You just got to be cool. Play it cool.
That
All
low
right,
heavy-
he's got full
ahead.
resources. This is Dre's match to lose right here.
Nice. The jab checks it. I think Nora
Yeah,
was looking
he-
for a command grab that did not come. There
And
it
there
is!
we go. Beautiful. Dre had the resources, he spins it, and he comes out on top for doing so.
There are few feelings worse than when the Rainbow Bomber gets in on you with resources. I don't care about your microphone, says Karine. Wingless airplane to get out, but
Wow.
we got a tall
that
hill to
was
climb here for
good.
Dre.
Good damage. He's got trigger. He's got.
That's gonna do
but
it. That's gonna do it. Start of that round was too dominant from Nora. Nora said, I can't play defense. I gotta go. I gotta throw my tiny feminine hands. Really, really well played by both players. Loved the adaptation from Dre. Love to see them again.
No, absolutely. Dre, I loved what I saw. I know maybe you're thinking about some stuff right now, but thank you so much for that show today, and top 3 finish.
Indeed, extremely well played. Dre, a steadfast competitor, a monster, and a hallmark of the FGCB Street Fighter channel. But now we move on to grand finals. Can Rise defend from winner's side, or will Nora's constant, relentless adaptations find a way in?
I don't want to be a naysayer because I want to see Nora pull out some big competition for Rise, but I mean, Rise is just very clean. When you think that you've got the round from Rise, you're probably about to die.
Yeah, Rise is extremely optimal, and even if you beat him, he's just going to say, did you know that I brought this V-trigger? Would you like to see it?
Not only that, but man, he can use Tengu to side swap with you or anything. He knows his way around that V trigger.
I'm very excited for this game. Nora, of course, a competitor of the highest caliber. So what I want to see is the Noro. I want to see the Oro mirror. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want to see it.
No, I mean, if I'm betting on whether I can take the throne today or not, and I'm in Nora's position, I'm going to stick to my guns.
I would too. Nora, extremely warmed up on Karine right now.
Right. I was really surprised to not see very much like V reversal usage from Nora in the poison matchup.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is a Street Fighter moment as we're starting to feel each other out. Rise once again opting for the camo tech. Nora says, I see you. Super good use of the double jump. Because Rise is a Guilty Gear player. Shimmy gets the bite, but EXTP says, I don't... we're back to Nooch. Rise is so clean. Great round from Rise. Some lore for people who are new to the channel. Rise actually named the turtle Corbin after his dear friend and roommate. Good air to air from Nora. You don't jump on me for free. That is punishable, and Nora knows it.
How to knock
Hit
it
from
door
stun.
strike with that.
Oh, no problem. You're just missing some of the best Street Fighter we're going to see today.
Yeah, but we got Tengu right now, man.
That we do. Nora wisely takes the throw. Ooh, if you V-shift Tengu, you're in danger, but...
That is so uncharacteristic of Rise to drop.
Yeah, unfortunate, unlucky, and Nora took advantage of the moment with an excellently timed throw. That EX shoulder is so scary.
The way things are right now in this round, I think that you could spend one bar of EX right now and still be able to make up what you need to finish it out with a critical art combo off of Tengu.
Good air, good anti-air after the cross-up. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Gets the shimmy, doesn't quite get the punish. Good tech. The double dash. Ooh! Went over the low.
Gets him in the corner. This is where he wants him. He could just stay here, do a little bit of chip back and forth. But he gets out.
Nora
and
biting
right
on the
back in.
shimmy.
He could just
but
critical art right here.
He probably will. That said, if Karine gets a big hit on you here, you're gone. Wow, that tech.
And the DP.
nerves. The nerves. And, oh,
Oh,
that was getting dicey.
It
Nora,
was.
well played. Nora unflinching under the pressure. That was actually amazing. If you are new to Street Fighter V, when Oro is in his V-trigger, you have to block forever. Because if the attack even whiffs, the V-trigger comes in and all the little rocks and items still hit you. It's really scary to press buttons there.
Or my recommendation, V-reversal, get him the hell off of you and just give him the full screen and run that timer out.
Literally run. Literally run. Quick note, it currently says Nora has a game. I think actually Rise got that game.
Oh yeah, the score was off.
Unless there's collusion. But there's not. There's an excellently run stream by KG and Triscuits. Doesn't get quite the confirm. Good patience from Rise. What's the mix? Good tech.
The critical art right now just chips this out, guys.
These diamond players, they don't do that. That's scrubby.
We've got Tengu,
This is gonna
man.
hurt. This is gonna hurt.
This is it. This is it. The whole he's not gonna drop this.
Will he get it for
He has
super to
got
finish
it.
it?
He doesn't. Oh no.
Woo! Clever V-shift to not engage in that guessing game. Only draw when you see the whites of their eyes, which is tricky because Oro's eyes are red. I
the
knew it!
EX.
I knew
No.
it! Nora is so fast on that.
If there had just been a small amount more meter for Rise, that would have been the round.
This is some high level Street
Okay,
Fighter.
I'm looking at Nora's gameplay right now, just the movement, and I can't help but think that this is somebody that is definitely using a leverless controller. I can't confirm that one way or the other, but that was very crisp looking movement.
And we have a specific sort of gait to our walk here in Leverless Town. Just pop, 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 pop. Good confirm. Oh! Nora seems to almost never go for the cross-up on that Rekka and off into the dash back. Keeping it safe. And here we go!
We're going to town, guys. We might have to use a little bit of meter for this, though.
Won't be
No.
quite enough. Overhead blocked. DP. Good tech. The shimmy! Oh, but doesn't confirm.
Oh, no!
Keeps it safe, and the
Goes for the
DP.
EXDP. Give him a taste of his own medicine.
Rise bets it all. And good bet. I am merely commentating this, and I am mentally fatigued from the tension between these two players.
Yes,
There's so
absolutely.
much good punish. Here we
Oh,
go.
this is going to be nasty.
That's the thing
Huh?
about these guys at this level. Like, the punishes are going to eat a quarter of your health, minimum. Kareen trying to space out the overhead. Good tech. Wow, what a conversion.
He's wanting to get him into the corner, and he's got it.
Rise makes it count every time. That little knee that he keeps doing, that's +3. You gotta hold that. Which Nora knows and is doing.
Okay, well,
There's the cross-up!
this
I
is the
mentioned it!
round. That's the round.
Say it with me, Demi. Oh!
Oh no, we don't do that here. We don't do that here.
When you reach a level of security in your commentating skills and ascend to the plane I have, you have to. You gotta lean into it. Celebrate!
We've been hearing that noise for 6 years now, man.
You raise a fair point. You raise a fair point. Yes, Coward pointing out the flaw in the traditional improv methodology. Really like Nora's ability to react after... Oh, that's going to hurt. What's the mix? We go for the throw. Taking a page out of the pawn book with overheads. Blocks it. Punish.
Tengu time, baby.
Ooh, the cross-up. That might be getting real close to stun.
Not quite yet, but it does very much even this match out.
Nora, just some really excellent V-shifts. Really uses that tool just how it was designed. Not
I
quite
think
enough.
Rise
Not quite enough.
needs
Am I
to-
wrong?
No,
Am I
he's
wrong?
got
I'm
it.
wrong.
He's got it. Yeah. No, I think Rise is making it a great adaptation right now in the sense that he's dropping out some of that fireball game when he sees Nora sitting on meter. Because that has been a punishment that has been made several different times now.
I know I'm every Street Fighter fan ever, but like the neutral in this is just this has been a treat, man.
Especially, like, all things considered, Oro has a really difficult time in neutral compared with most of the cast. And Karen has, for being a rushdown character, has really, really good buttons. We're going to town, though. This is big damage coming
The
up.
cross-up
Huge
so
damage.
nasty.
Because we have critical art
Was that
right
the reset
now,
too?
man.
Let's go! And that is the
fun,
game.
and that's
That is
the
the
match.
game. Do we do the BM critical art? No.
No.
Good manners. Good
No.
manners. In my sets with Rise, he likes to end with a cutscene because he's a toxic person. Nora making a really good showing. Nora, if you ever watch this VOD, I really hope you come back when Jimmy and Ken and South and a lot of the other killers come back and play, because I think that you are putting a dent right in our heart. Very well played.
Yes, yes, absolutely. We'd love to see you back here regularly if you can be.
Yo, quick shout out to that. Literally anybody, please come play Street Fighter. We have big tournaments because our game is fun, and we are always excited to take people on. The shimmy, but the jump out. Nope, get back in. I know Rise highly enjoys Street Fighter, but I think he wants to close this out and not get the reset any chance to happen. Good block on the overhead.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. That was an interesting choice. I wonder if that had connected where he was going to go with that.
I'll be honest, I don't know enough about these characters to be super aware of those options. There's so much that can come out of a stray hit from either one of these characters. Oh, that was a little shimmy there, and Rise did not bite. Nerves of Steel. And Flesh of Steel. Look at that weird costume.
Okay,
Speaking of
crouching
stray
medium
hits!
kick. No, it's crouching medium kick. This one's money. This one's
Is it
money.
super? Is it super? He won't get quite enough
It's
far.
not super.
And the neutral jump to seal the deal. Tournament point for Rise Mix. Nora, can you come back from the brink?
Rise Mix has been waiting on this for a long time, man. Having that
I
top finish.
I agree with Thaco. Big fan of the idea of another double KO. Reset the bracket, nothing. Start it over.
That's just what KG wants right now, is to see a double KO.
KG would just stop. Nope, we're done. Nobody wins this time. See you in 2 weeks.
Imagine that. 2 people finishing in first place. That was weird.
That's some millennial energy. Participation medals for everyone. We here in Boomertown rub some dirt in it.
No.
Good patience from Rise and good DP.
I mean,
We're in the
technically, aren't a lot of us actually millennials?
Don't ruin the meme, Demi. One last shot at neutral here for Nora.
Yeah.
Good tech.
One touch. Yeah, this
Keeps
is.
it safe, and we're
He's
going to
gonna- he
Chip
can
Town.
go
It's
for the
over.
chip- no,
it's
it's
over.
over.
That's tournament. Great games to Rise and to Nora. Truly excellent competitors at the highest level of play. Really, really good stuff. Rise! Well done, sir. Congratulations. You occupy the throne of kings, the champion of Street Fighter V, here in the 6th FGC Boomers Tournament. Congratulations.
Rise, it's been a long time coming, man, but we're finally seeing Oro take something, right? Man, what an awesome tournament we had today. Again, it is a shame that we're missing some of our best players today, but I kind of like that. It gave a lot of people a chance to shine.
It really, really did. We got a lot of lovely faces creeping up in the rankings. People making themselves known. Z-Force came out in a big way today and said, guess what? I'm actually quite good at Street Fighter. Let me show you. Spooky coming up from the win from yesterday. All kinds of big names. Nora, of course, just a little bit of a god. Really, really well played. I start to wrap it up here, Demi. So a couple of words of wisdom. If you are watching the stream and aren't a member of our Discord, but like fighting games and are over it, please come on down. It's really, really good people, really, really good games. We have a good time. Special, fantastic community. Hop in the Street Fighter channel. Shout out to the Street Fighter channel. Come train with our mentors. You will improve. You will conquer. You will see the world. Any final closeouts from Demi?
Actually, yeah. I mean, I would just like to touch on that same vein. Honestly, the community that we have, is really solid. If you're looking to become a Street Fighter player, we have an excellent, helpful community, lots of brotherly love, people giving away the ability to defeat their characters while they're playing you in sets, and we have excellent tournaments. Come join us. That'll be it for today, guys, in Street Fighter V. We look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks. Hopefully next time we've got everyone in here with some mad participation.
I want to break that ceiling. I want to get 35 plus competitors. But all things said, great tournament, great times. Over to you, KG. Thank you for all things you do.
Appreciate it, guys. Great tournament. I also forgot about the raffle, so we're gonna post that to tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna have a raffle for a free copy of Street Fighter V. But until then, tonight we have Guilty Gear Strive coming in at 7 p.m. So I look forward to seeing you all come back, get the Strive on. Peace.